to another night of baseball on this Wednesday afternoon as your Spearfish Sasquatch face off against our friends from Laramie, Wyoming, the Gem City Bison, in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Last night, your Spearfish Sasquatch took Game 1 with a score of 7-2, behind an incredible team effort on both sides of the ball. Arguably the best game that the Sasquatch have played to this point, as Ethan Stady, the starting pitcher, went 6 innings of 3-hit, 1-run ball in his first start last night for the Squatch. And we're hoping to see a lot more out of that tonight with the starting pitcher on the mound, Cam Hoyland, a familiar face and fan favorite. We have a lot to talk about with him as we are just a few minutes away from first pitch. It is a hot night here in Spearfish, South Dakota. My name is Win Andrews, and I am the voice of the Sasquatch, excited for hopefully another win within the next few hours for the Sasquatch. It is 81 degrees at 6:28 p.m., just a few minutes before first pitch, and we are so glad that we are here with you a few hours before the game actually starts, as if you've been with us past few games, you've seen there's been a few technical difficulties. We've had problems getting on time before the first pitch, and luckily tonight everything is working just fine, and even though it is blazing hot, we are off to a great start and very excited for baseball tonight. So without any further ado, as the umpires are now meeting with head coach Tanner Hill and the coach for the Gem City Bison, we are going to present the starting lineups just a few minutes before the national anthem begins. So for the Gem City Bison, visiting here just about 5 hours from Spearfish, we start out with the center fielder, Derek Wood for Gem City. And then next, batting second, the third baseman, Randy Stoltz. Batting third and catching behind the plate tonight for the Bison, Nico Pezzanella. Batting fourth and designated hitting, Luke Bannister, who's number 10. Batting fifth, number 42, the first baseman, Mitchell Winter. Hitting sixth, number 21, the shortstop, Keegan Schultz. Batting seventh, number 1, the right fielder, Tyler Bradley. Hitting eighth, number 4, the left fielder, Caleb Salgado, in his first game against the Squatch. And batting ninth, number 6, the second baseman, Justice Panton. And now what we've been waiting for, the starting lineup, which looks a bit different tonight for the Sasquatch. Starting on, leading off for the Sasquatch tonight, number 27, shortstop Johnny McHenry, no surprise there. Batting second, number 24, the second baseman Ryan Bachman. Batting third, number 2, center fielder Carson Green. Hitting fourth, number 28, the first baseman Harrison Clark. Batting fifth, a familiar face who's made his way into Black Hills Energy Stadium just yesterday, number 25, right fielder Nicky Winterstein. Batting sixth, number 23, and catching Andrew Johnson. Batting seventh, number 12, the designated hitter Gabe Springer. Batting eighth, number 3, left fielder Trey Vorwald. And rounding out this order for the Spearfish Sasquatch tonight, number 13, third baseman Ivan Palomino. So a very exciting lineup as most of the men have started to make their way into Spearfish for the remainder of this summer season. So we have a full dugout of guys able to be played at will whenever they want to in plenty of different positions. So this is just one of the many lineups for the Sasquatch, and we are very excited to be showing them to you tonight as the Squatch are looking to gain their 7th win of the year. Turn this record to 7-16 in hopes of getting this slow start, turning it around, turning it on its head for a more positive note, because we know this team is capable of it, and they can start that in Game 2 tonight to follow up on that success from Game 1 against the Gem City Bison. So as the starting lineups are being called over the PA and the national anthem begins, we will be right back with you as the first pitch is underway in just a few moments. But we thank you for joining us, Squatch Nation, here at Black Hills Energy Stadium. It's going to be a good one tonight. We are glad you're here with us.
Second base, number 24, here comes Ryan Bachman. At center field, number 2, Carson Green. At first base, number 28, Harrison Clark. Playing right field tonight, number 25. He played with us last year. Welcome back, Nicky Winterstein. Playing catcher tonight, here comes the birthday boy, everybody, number 23, Andrew Johnson. Designated hitter, number 12, Dave Springer. Left fielder, number 3, Trey Borwald. Playing third base tonight, number 13, Ivan Palomino. And our starting pitcher tonight, all the way from Creighton, Washington. He's a 6'2", tall drink of water from Bellevue College, number 8, Cam Boylan. Now fans will ask you to please rise and remove cover as we honor America with the national anthem. Go on the field to Bailey, and it's time for those 3 famous words. Who you got there with you?
I've got Jaden and Jordan down here, and they got something they want to say. Playing ball. They also want to wish someone a special happy birthday. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Good job, boys.
So it is 6:34 Mountain Time here in Spearfish, South Dakota. You know what that means. We are officially now at 6:35 p.m. It is time to play some ball. As you just heard it with our on-field host, Bailey Hubbard. And if you're from friends down on the field, they're ready to watch some Sasquatch baseball, and they're wanting to see a win tonight. The Squatch faithful are coming into the gates just now with Cam Hoyland on the mound for the Sasquatch. If you remember him, we had him in the booth for about 4 innings yesterday. In yesterday's game 1, he had a lot to say. He loves being on camera, and he's going to have a lot of attention tonight while he is pitching for the Sasquatch. We hope to have a great start out of him. We know he can definitely throw the ball, and he has a lot that he's trying to prove tonight. So very excited for that. As Andrew Johnson catching behind the plate. The Hoyland and Johnson duo in game 2 against the Bison. And a special shout out to Andrew before this game starts. Happy 22nd birthday to AJ. Celebrating it today behind the plate. So hoping a great game and a Sasquatch win to celebrate. As Cam Hoyland is readying against Derek Wood, the center fielder who led off yesterday for the Bison. And at 6:36, 81-degree weather, not much wind. Hoyland gets us underway with the first pitch of the game, which is a bit inside for ball 1. As the second pitch of the game is foul back, Johnson races. But that one is definitely foul, way foul behind us. So Cam Hoyland from Bellevue College, teammate at Bellevue with first baseman Harrison Clark for the Squatch. As Hoyland regards Clark as one of his best friends. just a few minutes ago in the dugout before the game, they were just throwing around a ball. I don't really know what they were doing, but just talking about how they always do this before games. As that one's going to be lifted outright to Trey Vorwald in left field for a quick first out. And the beer batter tonight, the third baseman for Gem City, Randy Stoltz. Stoltz had a decent night last night. He was the owner of the sole home run for the Bison in the fourth inning. Took Ethan Stady yard with a solo home run as he gives that one a ride out towards Trey Vorwald as he backs up just a few steps shy of the warning track for the second out. So one pitch and an out for Randy Stoltz. So after two fly balls to left field, Cam Hoyland just now away from getting out of a very quick and efficient first inning. But first he has to get through Nico Pezzanella, catching today and batting third. We've seen him at first earlier in game one and now behind the plate in game two. As he drops that one in for a strike against Nico. Pezzanella attends Temple Community College from Sparks, Nevada. Batting .261 on the season. As that one is taken for a ball. Looked good from up here, but always a different angle down behind home plate. So now the 1-1 turns 2-1 as that one is a bit upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one is taken a bit outside for ball 3. Talked to Cam just a few moments ago before the game, said that he was really trying to work on his slider tonight. As that fastball is taken for called strike 2. Full count. As Hoyland is working quickly. Hopefully he can make quick work of Pezzanella. And the payoff pitch. Taken for a called strike 3. Struck him out. Pezzanella heads back to the dugout after a quick 1-2-3 inning from Mr. Cam Hoyland. That's a way to start it off, and the Squatch are looking to bring that momentum to the offensive side just as they did last night here in game 2. Headed to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back with you.
When you venture to Spearfish in the Black Hills of South Dakota, you'll find rugged hiking and biking trails, extreme rock climbs, and views that will take your breath away. Plan a Spearfish vacation and come find your adventure. Spearfish, my great place in South Dakota.
And we are back here at Black Hills Energy Stadium in the bottom of the first inning. After about the easiest 1-2-3 inning you could have for its starting pitcher Cam Hoyland, the Squatch bats are back against the man on the mound for the Bison tonight. As McHenry fouls that one back, Matt Slowick, the righty from Lubbock, Texas, attends Western Texas Community College, and this is his 6th game tonight. 6th appearance on the mound. And he has his work cut out for him with the Sasquatch lineup, who seemed to find their groove last night. We're hoping to continue that trend tonight and every night. It's been a bit of a slow start for the Sasquatch with a 6-16 record to start the year, but a very favorable second half, as that one is going to be lined past second base, and that was going to find a gap out in right center. McHenry's going to try for 2 as he fires over there, slides in for a leadoff double, and that is the energy you're looking for from Johnny McHenry. So now McHenry on second and Ryan Bachman stepping in, batting second tonight. The second baseman, who was the designated hitter last night, but back in his primary position. McHenry and Bachman have been the 1-2 punch so far this year for the Sasquatch, being able to get on base, seemingly to lead off every game. So now Matt Slowick with first inning trouble already with McHenry in scoring position. Johnny never even considered a single as an option. He was running for 2 the entire time. Some great base running from this Spearfish team last night. And Johnny being aggressive already tonight. So now Ryan with a 1-1 count. So Slowick through his first 5 appearances, a 6.75 ERA. As he fires that one in for a called strike 2. 1-2 now against Bachman. And excuse me, our stats have now updated. Slowick now owns a 4.87 ERA. As his stats did not appear to be updated since the last time, but now we have them. As a swing and a miss for Bachman. And McHenry is going to be able to steal third on the swing and a miss strike 3 from Ryan. But now a sac fly will do for Johnny McHenry to get home. And Carson Green is a great candidate for that to happen. Green from MSU Billings takes that ball outside. Slowick's been back and forth between the starting rotation and the bullpen so far for the Bison. As it off speed finds the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike against Green. The last appearance for Matt, he gave up 2 runs in 1 inning against the Fremont Moo. And that was in the 12-0 shutout that the Moo had. But now with that 4.86 ERA, Slowick is one of the only 2 Bison pitchers with an ERA below 5 to start this season. If that kind of emphasizes the struggles that this pitching staff has had to begin this summer season. The 2-1 to Green, a big cut for strike 2. So even count 2-2 now. 1 hit in the column for the Sasquatch after that leadoff double from McHenry. And the 2-2. Taken just a bit outside of the zone for ball 3. Squatch wearing their blue jerseys and white pants tonight. Coach Tanner Hill made a joke that they were going to be wearing their all blacks. Not on a day like today. As that one is going to be lifted into foul territory into the Squatch bullpen. So Carson just trying to find a way to put it in play. A prime opportunity to get an early run. And the full count once more. And that one's going to be pulled foul right past McHenry and coach Logan Lottie over at the third base line. Green is the go-to center fielder for the Sasquatch team. He's had plenty of brilliant plays covering a lot of ground on plenty of hard fly balls that were determined to find a gap. Fouls that one off once more. So he has been very essential part of this Sasquatch lineup. At the plate and in the outfield. So Matt Slowick throws that one, can't find the zone, and Carson Green will take a walk. And runners on the corners with Harrison Clark, the first baseman. Stepping in, Clark had a great night last night. 2 for 3, 2 runs driven in. And you love being able to see him in an opportunity with runners on. For the first time in a while in game 1, the Squatch were finally able just to pull through and break open the game. Seemingly as the innings continue to go on, the Squatch added on runs throughout the entire game. Early and often, that has been the key that the head coach for this team has been trying to hammer home in the first half of this season. So with the 7-2 score in game 1, they surely did that. And here's to hoping that that momentum carries over into game 2. Runners on first and third. And there's going to be a steal from Carson Green as he's going to slide in. And a double steal as McHenry tries, but he is going to be tagged out just before the plate for out number 2. So the aggressive base running continues for the Squatch as Green lured the catcher to throw to second, but McHenry got just a late start over at the third base bag. Didn't make it in time as he was tagged out by Pezzanelli behind the plate. So now the 1-1 count continues to Clark, with McHenry no longer on third, but Green on second and 2 outs. If you listened to yesterday's game, we talked plenty with Cam Hoyland, who was with us in the booth, was able to join us for plenty of innings. We talked a lot about the neon gloves at home play right now in Harrison Clark. He's been a great offensive player for this Sasquatch team, and he's the teammate of Cam Hoyland back at Bellevue College in Washington. As the home crowd continues to filter in, looking to have another good night this Wednesday afternoon. And the 2-2. As Clark thinks about it for a second, holds back. So that one was low. 4-3, full count. So now the full count again to Harrison Clark. And the pitch from Slowick, as that one's going to be grounded over to shortstop and fires over to first baseman for the third out of the inning. So Squatch gets some runners on, unable to pull through and drive a run across, but inspiring signs in the bottom of the first. As the Squatch are looking to make some more damage in the second. But we get a good look at Cam Hoyland back on the mound for the top of the second. We'll be right back with you. Score tied, 0-0.
all going somewhere. Going higher, faster, farther. Going in new directions, to new places. At Monument Health, we keep going so you can keep going. We're dedicated to advanced orthopedic care with the latest innovations, technology, expertise, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner. Learn more at monument.health/orthopedics.
And we are back with Cam Hoyland on the mound for his second inning of work. After a quick 1-2-3, he now faces off against the cleanup hitter tonight for the Bison, Luke Bannister, the designated hitter. Bannister caught behind the plate in game one, and now his position's taken over by Nico Pezzanella in game two. It's always so fun to see summer league action. You never know who's going to be in which position, as every team just likes to sort of go around the diamond. Plenty of guys who are able to effectively play a bunch of different positions. And Hoyland, the 0-1. Now 0-2 as Bannister fouls it back. Talking about utility guys, we love talking about Cam Hoyland, who plays in the outfield and also pitches on the mound. We have a few guys on the team that do this, and Cam is one of the best. The 0-2 that is a high grounder over the head of Palomino over at third base. So that one is going to be a bad luck hop. A high chopper into left field for a leadoff single from Luke Bannister, and now Mitchell Winter, who is manning first base for the Bison tonight, batting fifth. Winner goes to Montana State Billings, batting .338 so far this year. He's had a great start to the year. Teammates with Carson Green, the center fielder for the Squatch. Another fun thing to be able to see. Teammates in college on different summer ball teams. As that one is going to find the zone 4, strike 2. And now Hoyland ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. With the runner on first base, Luke Bannister. So now 1-2. That's 6:56, just 20 minutes after first pitch. This heat is not dying down anytime soon. It is no joke here. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Mitchell Winter with a big cut, but nothing to come of it, as Cam Hoyland sits him down in easy fashion. And Keegan Schultz, the shortstop tonight, stepping in. I talked to Cam earlier. He talked about how methodical he's trying to be with the righties and lefties in this Gym City Bison lineup, as that one is going to be fouled. Right into foul ground, but not in time for Winterstein and Wright or Clark at first to be able to make the catch. But Hoyland is really focusing on throwing certain pitches to righties and a bunch of others in his arsenal to the left-handed hitters. Working just to get ahead in counts and attack these Bison directly. Not wasting any time, not wanting to issue any free walks. And he has yet to do that to this point. So now Cam with the 1-1 count to Keegan Schultz. The pitch That one is fouled back low, right over the protective netting, and right into the booth. For strike two. Schultz attends Nichols State, batting .293 on the year, and the 1-2 as he hits that one deep out into left field, and Vorwald racing back right on the track at the wall. A great catch as Vorwald has to cover a pretty good amount of ground for out number 2, and that is going to send Luke Bannister back to first base. Doesn't want to try the arm of Vorwald. So now runner on first, 2 outs, and Tyler Bradley, the right fielder. We've seen the Bison favoring the left side early, hitting a lot of fly balls out to Trey Vorwald to start the game. But Hoyland is working an economical first 2 innings, excuse me, as Bradley just pulled that one foul. So now a quick 0-2 count as Hoyland is trying to get out of this inning in relatively quick fashion. And the steal is that one's going to go up to Bachman, and he throws over to Clark for out number 3. So after a leadoff bad luck single from Luke Bannister, Cam Hoyland retires the Bison in order after that, as we head to the bottom of the second. Squatch looking to put some runs on the board. You are listening to Squatch Baseball. So happy you're here with us. And welcome back to Black Hills Energy Stadium. In the bottom of the second inning, Squatch are playing in this game 2 of a 3-game set against the Gym City Bison, traveling from Laramie, Wyoming. And a great way to lead off this one as Nicky Winterstein, the man of the hour, an icon in Sasquatch territory, making his season debut with the Sasquatch after a championship run with the same team last season. Gets his first look as he hits that one high into the infield, and the second baseman, Justice Panton, gonna call that one off for a quick out number 1. So great to see Nicky back with us. As Nicky won the Sasquatch, Mr. Sasquatch, last night in game 1. They had a Mr. Sasquatch competition, and who else would win it? Nicky Winterstein, of course, with that beard of his. But happy to have him in the 5 spot. And now moving on to the 6th hitter for the Sasquatch tonight, the catcher Andrew Johnson. Happy 22nd birthday, AJ. As he lifts that one out to center field, Wood racing, and he's going to make a diving catch to steal AJ of a hit. Johnson gave that one a ride. It looked like there was potentially a chance. Wood was racing into left center, but made a great catch. So now, 2 pitches, 2 outs, as the Squatch are squaring up on pitches from Matt Slowick, but just unable to find a gap in the second inning. And Gabe Springer, the DH tonight for your Sasquatch. Number 12, the Stanford commit. Took a breather yesterday and now finds himself batting 7th tonight. A big hack, swung on for strike 2. Trey Vorwald lurking in the on-deck circle. So now, after a bit of a potentially troubling first, Slowick with a really quick second inning. 2 pop-outs and 2 pitches and a strikeout of Gabe Springer takes care of the Squatch in the second. And Cam Hoyland looking to come out for his 3rd inning of work. We'll see what he can do on this hot afternoon in Spearfish, South Dakota. So happy you're here with us. Score tied 0-0.
In health, we keep going so you can keep going. With advanced orthopedic care, technology, innovations, and treatment. So keep exploring, keep making memories, keep going with Monument Health as your partner.
Here in the top of the 3rd inning in a scoreless game at Black Hills Energy, we are moving right along. Top of the 3rd, Cam Hoyland back out against Caleb Salgado, the left fielder, hitting 8th tonight for Gem City. And his first pitch to Caleb, taken 4, strike 1. And the 0-1 now to Caleb. Taking 4. Strike 2 after that swing and a miss. This is Salgado's first game. It appears for the Bison. Did not play last night and not on the active roster, as he fouls that one off. Count remains 0-2. Talking with Cam last night, he really was just emphasizing getting deep into the game. Obviously had a rest day yesterday to get ready for tonight. And just as Slowick for the Bison has his work cut out, the same goes for Cam. It is not an easy test against Gem City. And Hoyland's looking to carry a lot of that weight for the team tonight to try to get the Sasquatch's 7th win of the year. Another one fouled back from Salgado. And Hoyland's going to try again. The 1-2 lined right up the middle. Hoyland falls on the mound, and McHenry slides to prevent that one from getting into center field, but not going to be able to get it in time. And McHenry is going to sit on the ground for a second. Hopefully not too shaken up, gets back up. He seems to be okay, but that is going to be an infield single for Caleb Salgado. And his first time at the plate, his first look at Hoyland as well. And a runner on first with Justice Panton, the second baseman. Justice goes to North Carolina A&T from Phoenix, Arizona. Stepping into the box against Hoyland, takes that one for ball one. In the last 2 of 3 games before coming to Spearfish, the Bison had scored 39 runs in 2 of those 3 games. So their offensive ability has never been in question. And yesterday's game was a bit of an outlier as Ethan Stady went 6 innings, 3 hits, just 1 run allowed in his season debut with a Squatch. Hoyland looking to repeat some of that magic tonight as he has a 1-1 to Justice, throws back to first. So now the 1-1 from Cam, fouled back once more. As we said yesterday, still 7 of these Bison hitters hitting above 300 on the year. Ethan made it much easier than it looks on the mound last night, and Hoyland making it look just as easy tonight through 2 innings. As that one is fouled back again, and someone in the crowd acted like maybe they were just hit, but hopefully that is not the case. Just messing around, gave everyone a scare for a minute. So now the 1-2 turns even. 2-2 against Justice Panton. So we'll see what he has in the arsenal. That one is low and inside for ball 3. Now a full count as Hoyland is trying not to get runners on first and second with no one out. So the full count from Hoyland. And that one is grounded right back to Cam. Cam fires over to McHenry, and he fires over to first for an incredible, unconventional double play. A 1-6-3 double play. You don't see many of those every once in a while, but you love to see it in that situation right then. Panton not happy as he heads back to the dugout. What a play. Great reflexes from Cam on the mound to be able to fire that one directly over to Johnny, and Johnny to Clark at first. Very difficult for pitchers to be able to turn around their back completely on the mound and fire to second base. And Hoyland did not seem to struggle with that whatsoever. A great play, and now 2 outs on the board with Derek Wood, the center fielder, leading off tonight. That last pitch just missed for ball 2. You love seeing Derek Wood up with no one on. And Hoyland's pitch taken high for ball 3. Cam loves being on camera, whether you see him in the dugout, Cam, after a home run or after an inning on the mound. He has plenty of that coverage tonight on the mound as he issues a walk to Derek Wood. And Randy Stoltz, the third baseman, number 25, batting second tonight after batting in the heart of the order yesterday for the Bison. So Hoyland's had a bit more of trouble here in the third, but still very much in control, in the driver's seat, able to retire Stoltz and keep this game scoreless, with Derek Wood just on first base. And the 0-1. Taken low. So a 1-1 count now. To Stoltz. And the pitch. And that one is lifted out towards right field. Winterstein charging in. Gets under it for out number 3. So after an incredible 1-6-3 double play from Cam Hoyland, the Squatch find themselves out of just a little bit of trouble in the top of the third, and we head to the bottom, trying to put some runs on the board and get a winning streak going for the Sasquatch. You are watching Squatch Baseball. Don't go anywhere.
Summer at the Denny Menhold dealerships in Rapid City. Trade-in values are at an all-time high, and there's never been a better time to buy. With over 400 vehicles on location, you're guaranteed to find the right ride to take you into summer. And while you're here, make sure to sign up to win some great summer gear, like a Rice Honda side-by-side, Black Hills Fireplace Traeger Smoker, a variety of gift certificates, and more. Come by and check out a great selection of vehicles and summer gear at any of the Denny Menhold dealerships in Rapid City and at menholdsummer.com.
And welcome back, Squatch Nation, to the bottom of the third inning as Trey Vorwald steps in for his first look tonight against Bison pitcher Matt Slowick tonight. As Vorwald took a breather last night, is back in the starting lineup playing left field. And he has been a consistent source of offense for the Sasquatch when playing. Batting 8th tonight. And Slowick back in for his third inning of work. After yesterday's bullpen game for the Bison, wasn't really sure what the strategy was going to be for today. As we said earlier, the Bison have struggled mightily through the starting rotation and the bullpen, now sporting an 8.47 ERA collectively as a team. So as they've been able to score plenty of runs on the offensive end, they've been surrendering many as well. Slowick is now behind 3-0 to Trey Vorwald. And the pitch. Fired for strike one. None of the Bison pitchers in yesterday's game saw more than 2 innings of work. And Slowick already in his third, as that one's going to be grounded over to third base. And the throw fired over to first base for out number 1. Randy Stoltz over at the third base bag tonight. Takes care of Vorwald for out number 1. And Ivan Palomino rounding out this Sasquatch lineup tonight, hitting in the 9 spot. Palomino from Pasco, Washington. Plays at Walla Walla Community College, as well as Davis Carr. We've seen him in plenty of games. And Hunter Pauley, a bullpen guy. for the Squatch. A primary closer a lot of times is Palomino. Lifts that one into shallow left field for out number 2. So Squatch continue to square him up against Slowick, but just unable to drop. And Johnny McHenry back in, as he had a leadoff double in the first inning. Unable to get home after the double steal attempt. McHenry was tagged out just shy of home plate. Pulls that one just foul down the first base line. No balls, 1 strike to Johnny. And Slowick is moving right along through 2 2/3 innings. And ahead 0-1. The pitch to Johnny. And that one is grounded up the middle. And that is going to get through for a single. So now Johnny 2 for 2 on the night. And Ryan Bachman stepping back in. As we said, a dangerous duo with McHenry and Bachman, the 1-2 hitters for the Sasquatch on most nights. Sometimes it's varied, whether it be a rest day or just trying to give different players different positions, but most of the time it is going to be McHenry and Ryan Bachman. And you have to feel good about your chances with Ryan. Who is batting .333 through 22 games. So the first pitch over the head of Bachman. Ryan dipped just a bit. Didn't seem too concerned about it. So 2 hits allocated to each the Sasquatch and Bison now through 2.5 innings. So that one's in the dirt. McHenry does not bite on it. Decides to run back to first. So now 2-0 is the count to Ryan Bachman. And the pitch from Slowick taken outside for ball 3. As Matt is behind once more in the count. It is casino night here at Black Hills Stadium, which means if you are here, you have a chance to be awarded prizes donated directly from local casinos in the Spearfish area. We'd love to have you out tonight. Last night was Mr. Sasquatch night. Tomorrow night is Ladies Night. We'll have a lot more details for you tomorrow when that occurs. Very excited for that to happen. It's going to be a great night, as it always tends to be here in Spearfish. The 3-1 from Slowick. A big hack from Ryan as the count now runs full. So now a full count with McHenry on first base. And Slowick's pitch to Bachman. Fouled directly next to the dugout for the Sasquatch. As that one was hit sharply, everyone seems to be okay. So we will try again once more. Slowick has been impressive, especially for the Bison when they have needed him desperately, from what it seems. And the full count to Ryan, as that one is going to be grounded up to third base, but unable to come up with it is Stoltz. So now Bachman is going to reach. Now runners on first and second, and Carson Green, the 3-hole hitter, stepping into the plate. That ball was grounded sharply off the bat of Bachman to Randy Stoltz over at third base. And while it was definitely a possible play to make the throw over to first, definitely still a tricky hop. So the Squatch with another scoring opportunity here. With McHenry's speed, a bloop single could do from Carson Green. So now the 0-1 to Carson. Low and away in the dirt. As the count runs even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Through 22 innings, Slowick has issued 7 walks. Has definitely been one of the more efficient pitchers in that regard for the Bison, but that one is going to get past the catcher. And both runners will advance to second and third, still with 2 outs. And Green being very patient at the plate. So Matt's been good in that regard for Gem City tonight. Has not been issuing free walks. But his pitch count at 36 through 2 2/3. That one found the strike zone. Now the count is even again at 2-2 to Carson Green, the center fielder. And he's looking to put it in play. We'll see what he does here. The pitch. That one is going to be hit out towards left field, and the left fielder running out. He's not going to be able to get to it as Bachman and McHenry easily make it. And Carson Green stumbled around first base, but even then the left fielder didn't even think about throwing to second. And Green, halfway between first and second, still rushes over for a double. And the Squatch have a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the third. And that has to feel good for Carson. He has been waiting for one to drop for so long, especially with runners in, runners on. So now Harrison Clark batting cleanup with Carson Green on second, and the Squatch strike first. A great fight from Carson. And we'd love to see this inning continue with Clark up and Nicky Winterstein on deck. The 1-0. Inside 4, ball 2. So now there is going to be a quick mound visit as they're going to check up on Matt Slowick. Slowick had a really quick 5-pitch second inning. He's run into a bit more trouble now in the third after giving up 2 runs on the double from Green. The left fielder was shaded a bit shallow, and that ball got right past him. And a lot of ground to cover between the left fielder and that left field line. So the visit ends, and Slowick readies with the 2-0 to Clark. Harrison lifts that one down right field line, and that is going to go foul. And the 2-1. We might see Harrison in the booth at some point soon. Ever since he came up here, everyone's just been wanting to get a shot just to talk on air. Say hey to mom. Talk about how the team's doing. They said they get bored in the dugout sometimes. I find that hard to believe. But it makes our job in the booth seem like it's the best time ever. And the 2-1 to Harrison. Taking 4, strike 2. Harrison had plenty of play-by-play and color analysis when he was in the booth with us. And that brings us to the next point in the 4th inning. We will have a special guest from the dugout who is asked to come up because he has a lot to talk about. We're very excited to introduce you to him. when the time comes. But for now, we will continue as that one was swung on a miss, but Clark is going to race as that gets behind him, and that one is going to get away from the first baseman. Green comes around from second, and the wild throw from Nico Pezzanella after that one got behind him scores Green and lets Clark stay on first as he is safe. In summer ball, you will take runs any way you can get them, even if it's something like that. As that will be scored an error from Pezzanella at the dish. And Nicky Winterstein back up for his second look as a Sasquatch all season. A very valuable bat. Nicky is from Columbia, South Carolina, plays at the University of Toledo, or played, excuse me, as he is a senior now. Just graduated and enjoying his time playing some summer ball with the Sasquatch. After talking to him yesterday, he said he's just very excited to be back out in front of the Sasquatch faithful, the home crowd, because he said he feels so loved being here, as that one is going to be grounded sharply over to first base, and that one is going to be taken care of by Mitchell Winter. Steps on the first base bag to retire the side, but not before 3 runs cross for the Sasquatch behind the 2-run double from Carson Green. And the wild pitch that let Carson Green score from second base. So Squatch have an early 3-0 lead as we head to the top of the 4th. Cam Hoyland coming back on the mound, and we have a special guest for us. A lot of stuff happening at Black Hills. We're glad you're here with us. I'm Wayne Andrews, the voice of the Sasquatch. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
For summer at the Denny Menhold dealerships in Rapid City. Trade-in values are at an all-time high, and there's never been a better time to buy. With over 400 vehicles on location, you're guaranteed to find the right ride to take you into summer. And while you're here, make sure to sign up to win some great summer gear, like a Rice Honda side-by-side, Black Hills Fireplace Traeger Smoker, a variety of gift certificates, and more. Come by and check out a great selection of vehicles and summer gear at any of the Denny Menhold dealerships in Rapid City and at menholdsummer.com.
And we are back in the top of the 4th inning. Cam Hoyland now trying to protect a 3-0 lead after a 3-run bottom of the 3rd for the Squatch. And that one is going to be lined right up the middle for a base hit, as that is Nico Pezzanella, the catcher, trying to make up for the errant throw that he had just a few moments ago that let Carson Green score from second base. So a quick pitch and a single up the middle from Pezzanella, and the cleanup hitter Luke Bannister, number 10, steps in. As he is DHing tonight. And the off-speed grounded to Palomino at third. Palomino tries to throw to second, and Bachman trying to over to first, and almost a bang-bang double play, but Palomino gets the force out at second, and Bachman almost gets Bannister out at first. But we will take that as Pezzanella is out at second. Great save over there at third base by Ivan Palomino. So Bannister replaces Pezzanella at first, and Mitchell Winter, the first baseman, up to bat for his second look at Cam. So now, swing and a miss. Took a big cut at that one. As Hoyland with the 1-1 to Winter. And that one just a bit low and away for ball 2. So there have been a couple of runners on for the Bison throughout the first 3 innings. As that off speed, taken for a called strike 2. Cam really wanting to prioritize the slider tonight. Doesn't mean he's going to shy away from his curve either. Both pitches in his arsenal, and when utilized effectively, it's nasty. And that one lifted way foul into the Bison bullpen. 2 errors for the Bison through the first 3 innings. No errors for the Sasquatch. In fact, the Squatch defense has been very impressive to this point. After turning the 1-6-3 double play just a few innings ago. And almost turning a 5-4-3 a few minutes ago with Ivan Palomino. But the full count now to Winter, as he is going to take his walk. Good pitch, but Winter did not bite. So now runners on first and second. And Keegan Schultz, the shortstop, stepping in. So 3 hits now for each team. And Cam thought about it, throwing back to second. So Luke Bannister had a pretty big lead off of second. And he's still watching, as that one is going to be pulled foul. And fouled back into the protective netting, just off the end of the bat. So now the 0-1 with Cam in a bit of a jam to start this 4th inning. And that off speed is taken for ball 2. And the pitch from Hoyland. Bit outside again. So Cam trying to regain that composure and find the strike zone. And the pitch from Cam once more to Schultz. He fouls that one back. So another beautiful night tonight for baseball here in the Black Hills. And the Squatch are having fun so far, but don't want the Bison to get any sort of ideas. As we know, they tend to be hot on the offensive end more often than not. And Hoyland trying to keep them at bay here. The full count. Man, Bannister is really not too worried about getting back to second. He has a huge lead over there. If Cam tries to throw back to Bachman just once, he might have a chance. But the payoff pitch, fouled back once again. So a great battle here between Schultz and Cam. There is not a cloud in the sky to this point. That's 7:38. Just an hour over first pitch. And the full count is going to be way inside and into the dirt. So now a lot more of a jam as bases are loaded. And one out. So Tyler Bradley, the right fielder, stepping in with a chance to drive in some runs, but hitting coach Logan Lottie and the rest of the Sasquatch are going to take just a minute. Talk it over with Cam, figure out the strategy. As we said, it is casino night. It is never too late to come get a ticket and just hang out with us at Black Hills Energy Stadium. By getting a ticket, you are automatically given the opportunity to receive some gifts donated to us by local casinos in the Spearfish area. As we have a theme every night of this season at home. We had plenty of fun ones so far, great turnouts from everywhere. And we're looking for that to continue with Game 3 tomorrow against the Bison and 3 more games against the Big Sticks over the weekend. But we are going to focus on the matter at hand, and that is Cam Hoyland has bases loaded with 1 out, and Tyler Bradley, the right fielder, as that one is going to be lifted into right field, and that one's going to drop as 1 run is going to score. Nicky Winterstein charges in on it, but not in time. And so a bloop single for Tyler Bradley as he's able to square up on it, and Caleb Salgado, the left fielder. Squatch now hold a 3-1 lead, but the bases are still loaded as the Bison now add another hit to the column, 4 on the afternoon. And Hoyland gets Salgado to foul that one back. Strike 1. So 65 pitches for Cam as the 0-1 is lifted foul on top of the concession stand. Hits off the metal roofing, and kids are fighting for it. So Cam has an opportunity now as he is ahead 0-2 on Caleb Salgado. A strikeout would be great. A double play, any of those things work. The 0-2. And that one is going to be lifted shallow and just foul. Clark races back. They knew, they could tell that it was going to be foul down the right field line. But Salgado is going to try again. As we've said many times before, there's never a lead large enough in summer ball just in general, but also against an offensive team like the Bison. When they score in heaps. And Hoyland knows that. We talked about it yesterday on the broadcast. He's doing everything he can. Being smart with his pitches and his pitch selection as he is ahead 0-2 once more. And the pitch to Salgado. Lifted foul once more. Caleb continues just to get a piece of Hoyland's pitches. And it has been lifted down the first base line. Foul the past few. So the busiest inning for the Bison to this point. Bases loaded, 1 out. And that one just outside of the zone. The home crowd not sure about that one for a second. But nevertheless, the count now runs 1-2. A great idea from Cam. But Salgado did not offer the 1-2. And that was going to be lined to McHenry as he makes a diving catch and almost throws back to Palomino at third. So an incredible potential double play. It looks like they called him out at third after McHenry fired to Ivan. And the Bison coach down the third baseline is going to appeal that because it looked like Ivan seemed to maybe drop the ball once the runner raced back to third base. But for the moment, it is an inning-ending double play, by far the craziest we've seen tonight. We've already seen one, the 1-6-3, and we thought that was crazy enough. Not necessarily crazy, but not your traditional double play. This was absolutely anything but traditional. And they are going to rule him out. A line drive shot straight to Johnny McHenry, makes the diving catch in the infield, and then throws over to Ivan Palomino for the force out, and both runners are called out after bases loaded, 1 out. So I said a strikeout would work or a double play. That was the craziest we've seen yet. What a play from the Sasquatch defense. They are on fire tonight as they hold a 3-1 lead headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back with a special guest coming into the booth as we speak. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let it take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day. And everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Hey, it keeps getting better.
And welcome back, baseball fans, to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Squatch are leading 3-1 in a game that has been very exciting to this point as Johnson lines one into left field for a birthday single. He has been squaring up on it all night, finally got that one to drop after he almost had a great one earlier. So a very exciting night as a leadoff single from Andrew Johnson on his 22nd birthday. Casual reminder, happy birthday once more, Andrew. And Gabe Springer stepping in as the 7th spot hitter. And we have a special guest with us in the booth, as we've talked about. Guys just continue to want to come up here, but we love it. And tonight's special guest is Hunter Pauly. Hunter, how we doing, man?
Hey, we're doing good, man. I'm enjoying this weather tonight, man. This is beautiful. Great night for baseball.
Tell you what, we've talked about so much. We've just been complaining about the weather just being spotty, not really sure how it's going to be day in and day out. But so far in the past few games, tonight and yesterday, it is just not. We don't have a cloud in the sky right now.
No, this is beautiful, man. This is summer baseball at its finest, I tell you what.
Absolutely, it is something else. You know, this is Spearfish, South Dakota, and apparently, according to everyone here, June is the month where the weather is crazy, and it's just going to be. Apparently, July is beautiful.
Oh, heck yeah! Hey, that's good news to us, right?
I guess so. But yeah, man, how you been? How's everything been going down in the dugout right now? I mean, I'm sure the energy is high. You've been down there for the first 4 innings.
Heck yeah!
So.
That was a big confidence boost right there, Johnny, making that good play. And I mean, we're squaring up the ball, hitting it well. Even AJ right there, like his last AB, he pounded a ball to center field. Just kind of center fielder made a good play, you know, like just guys are really starting to find barrel very often, which is awesome. And like that's how you start winning ball games, you know, you catch them barrel and they're going to fall after a while, you know.
Right, so 2 errors tonight for the Bison, no errors to the Sasquatch's name, and the infield has just been exceptional tonight. What do you think about that inning-ending double play? There was a little bit of an argument out there with the third base coach for the Bison, but what a play from Johnny to Ivan at third just to get 2 of them out at the same time.
Yeah, you know, it's good to see one go our way for once. We've been thrown through the ringer in Caldwell. There was a bunch of calls that didn't go our way, so it's really good to see one that's going our way right there. And I mean, you know, Johnny makes a great play. He's great defensively. He's a stud athlete, so really, really good play.
Absolutely. So as a pitcher, Hunter Polly is a pitcher for the Sasquatch, folks. Forgot to remind you, how does it feel whenever you have, I mean, I'm sure this is inspiring for you to be able to see this offense starting to come together, being able to put runs on the board consistently. It's been a bit of a struggle throughout the first half of this season, but tonight already 3 runs put across with Trey Vorwald up now after Gabe Springer just had that walk. And the pitcher, the pickoff move from Matt Slowick back in his 4th inning.
Yeah, you know, it gives you a lot of confidence as a pitcher to just go out there and, you know, if you don't have your best stuff, to just be confident and throw whatever with the most confidence that you can have, and bunt right there. Bobbled it. Nobody at first. Let's go, Trey. Atta baby.
That's what you do.
Heck yeah.
So Slowick bobbled it for just a second, turned around, and Winter was not on the first base bag as he showed that he was going to come in on the bunt, but no one back there in time. So just some mental errors for this Bison team so far in this game.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's tough. It's summer ball. You know, you don't practice every day on that, but I mean, as a second baseman, you got to kind of be there. But, you know, like back to what we were saying, it's good to just pitch with confidence, knowing, like, you got one heck of a defense behind you playing that you don't really have to, even if you don't have your best stuff, like, you can go out there and throw and know that these guys got your back and they're going to put up some runs for you. And even if you let 1 or 2 by, that they're going to keep working hard for you, you know?
Right, and that's what you've had. I mean, obviously, you've had that bit of a struggle having to, you know, pitch through the offensive struggles. It is a 2-way game.
Yeah,
baseball's crazy in that way. You know, you have to be able to be successful on both sides of the ball, and now the Squatch are starting to break through. I mean, I don't know what it is. Do you have any idea of what it could potentially be? As there's bases loaded, and Palomino sends that one for a ride. That one's going to be into shallow center, and
good throw in.
Andrew Johnson thinks about it for just a second, treks back to third smartly. Yep. A great play from Wood, the center fielder.
Ivan just missed that one. Didn't look like he got all of it.
I mean, just squaring it up left and right tonight. There have not been many swings and misses at all.
No. And, you know, that's baseball. You hit it hard, and it's just right at somebody. You know, like my dad always says, he says, one day chicken, the next day feathers. One day you're gonna be doing really good, and the next day, you know, it just you don't know what the heck's going on. Right. So that happens. That's baseball. That's the best part of the game.
Have your parents been able to come for any games so far this year?
Yeah, so they were in Caldwell, and they were there all week. Surprised me, you know. And my mom and dad said Sunday, hey, we're gonna go home, and I was like, all right. So next thing I know, show up to the ballpark Sunday, and they're there waiting for me. And I was like, man, that's awesome, you know.
Oh, that's great. Are they going to be coming to any home games?
Yeah, so they're going to be coming up here in first week of July. So I'm super excited to see them again, you know.
That's big time. So they'll be here for 4th of July. Is that right?
Yeah, yep. Okay. They'll be here that whole week. I think the 1st through the 7th we're home or something like that.
That's a crazy home stand, you know, one of those 6-game stands.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Hunter, you know, I'm enjoying this interview, but we're going to have to get back to action for just a second.
Absolutely.
We've been kind of talking around the bases loaded, 1-out situation for the Squatch after the Bison had a bit of the same in the top of the 4th, drove 1 run across.
See if Johnny can get one here, get some barrel.
McHenry's 2 for 2, hoping to be 3 for 3.
Ooh, just missed it. Good swing, good swing. He's got a beautiful swing, man.
What a cut on that one, tell you what.
Good pitch, looked like a slider. But, yeah, no, he's having himself a day right now.
You love to see it defensively and at the plate. Thinks
about it.
That
looked like it got him almost.
Way inside. We were talking about, you know, Gym City's sort of strategy as there is now a 3-1 count. Yesterday they went complete bullpen game. No starter saw, or no pitcher saw more than 2 innings of relief. And tonight, Matt Slowick is trying to get through 4. And that one is going to
Good
be
AB.
taken upstairs for ball 4.
Really good AB.
AJ comes home, Johnny to first, and now the Squatch have a 4-1 lead. So Bison scored 1 in the top of the 4th, but that is canceled out now with the walk from Slowick. And man, doesn't this feel nice?
Yeah, no,
So good
absolutely.
to see.
Another stud coming up to the plate, man. Honestly, like, we got a really good lineup tonight, and like, this is tough for a pitcher, you know, as going up here. You know, we got a bunch of really good hitters like Bachman here, Johnny, Carson, like guys that can just really hit the ball hard and do damage to you.
Absolutely. And with Bachman,
Ooh.
that one's going to get past him as Springer's going to race home, and that one's way in time, but that is going to be a scary jump over Springer as Slowick tried to get that catch, but not in time. Luckily, he is okay, but Springer comes home in a 5-1 lead now after the wild pitch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you'll take him any way you can get him.
No, absolutely. That's the name of the game. So, yeah, well, hopefully Bachman here, something to the right side. It's kind of what he's looking to do. Move the guys over.
So now McHenry on second after the wild pitch. He is 2 for 2 with a walk. And Bachman hitting well above 300.
Yeah.
You love seeing him in the 2 spot.
Oh,
and he gives that
absolutely.
one a ride. That one is hit out deep to center field. And Wood racing back, and that one's going to get out the track. And that is going to easily score. Vorwald, McHenry, Bachman racing for 3. He's going to slide into third. Or not even slide, he's just going to stand up. Why not? There was no doubt about that one. And just like that, a 7-1 lead for your Spearfish Sasquatch, breaking the game open early
Absolutely.
in the 4th. So
That
Hunter,
ball's hit hard, Win.
are you going to have to stay up here for every inning now? I mean, something just happened
Yeah, I
once you came up here.
know. We just got hot. That's a really good swing right there. I mean, if he pulls that ball anymore, I mean, that's probably a bomb.
Bachman,
You know?
he thought about sliding, turned back around, saw how far that ball was from even getting to third, just decided to stay up.
When you see that center fielder turn and you see his tailpipes running back, that's a good sign. You know, that's a
Absolutely.
good sign that guys are going to be going. So that's awesome. Another guy that can do the exact same thing right now up batting.
So a bases clearing triple for Ryan Bachman, the man of the hour, and Carson Green, who had that 2-run double earlier in the 3rd inning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wasn't it great to see one land for him? Because after all these things,
Yeah.
him finally getting a ball to drop.
Yeah, he was sick this last week, but before we left, he was on fire.
Right.
Balls weren't dropping, but like I said, catch and barrel, everything was hit really, really hard.
Absolutely. So now Bachman on third base, 1 out still.
It's
Is
like
that
a-
one?
Bison moving their infield in, cut this run here.
Yep. Pezzanella saved that one from getting behind him.
Yeah,
As Slowick is starting to
deteriorate a little bit here.
deteriorate here and there. 7-1 lead
It's a
with a
good
runner
take.
on third.
That's a good take.
Carson
Little
thought
up
it was
and
a bit
after
up.
ball pitch.
Yep. So Green with that 2-run double last time had a huge gap between the left fielder and that left field line, and he found it easily. Able to get that one, and
Oh,
he
man.
gets a hack at that one, and that one's going to be a high fly ball out to left field.
Hopefully
And
not
Bachman
to
is
get
going to
Bachman.
try as he races home, and that
Yeah,
one is
that'll
going
be
to be home easily for Ryan Bachman. So Carson Green puts it in play, exactly what you were supposed to do, and now an 8-1 lead for the Sasquatch with Harrison Clark stepping in. Crazy what a couple of games can do. Even after this Idaho game, we won 1 out of 5. I guess technically 1 out of 5 in that regard. Came home yesterday, game 1, won 7-2. Up 8-1 right now. What do you think's the difference in the momentum right now for this team, Hunter?
Man, right now it's guys are seeing it well. I think we saw some good pitching in Caldwell, so I mean that does nothing but sharpens you up. There's Harrison takes a little slider on the outside corner, but I mean gets our eyes going, and you know these guys have been a little better competition, I'd say, at least from where I'm from. So just adjusting a little bit, you know, and not everything's wood bat from where everybody's from. So
Right.
Everybody's adjusting a little bit and starting to get there, you know.
Absolutely. So adjustments, I love talking about them. You are from Walla Walla Community College.
Yep.
As well as a few of your other teammates,
Yes,
Davis
sir.
Carr, as well as Ivan Palomino, the third baseman. He's been busy at the hot corner.
Yeah. Yep.
How has it been an adjustment for you as there is an 0-2 to Harrison, taking on the outside edge for ball 1? How's that adjustment been, just whether it be climate or just lifestyle, coming to South Dakota for the summer?
Yeah, no, for sure, like, the climate is different. I've never seen rain like it rains here, and it's crazy. Every night I pitch, it's like there's going to be a rainstorm, but that's a ball. But yeah, no, for sure it rains a lot. That's a big difference.
You're saying not in South Dakota?
Yeah, in South Dakota.
Well, here's
no,
the funny thing about it. They average about 13 inches of rain a year.
Yeah.
So how does that make? I mean, where are you from? The desert? As that is the 2-2, and Clark is going to be called out.
That looked like a good pitch.
It was a good pitch as he heads back to the dugout, but
It's
the
a tough
Squatch
one.
just casually dropped a 5-piece in the bottom of the 4th inning,
Good
and
one.
they now own a 7-run lead headed to the top of the 5th. What a night for baseball. We're glad to have Hunter Polly here with us in the booth, as we'll have him for a couple of innings more at least. Headed to the top of the 5th with a nice lead, and Cam Hoyland coming back out. We'll be back. Squatch on top. And we are back in the top of the 5th inning. I am Win Andrews, your voice of the Sasquatch, here alongside Hunter Polly, one of the starting pitchers in this rotation for the Spearfish Sasquatch, who have seemingly just found their groove. In the past couple of games, they own an 8-1 lead.
Good
As
pitch.
that one is going to be lifted high to Carson Green into deep center, right shy of the track. Reaches over his head for a quick out, number 1.
Yeah.
And that is going to retire Justice Panton, the second baseman.
You love that as a pitcher right there.
Quick, easy out,
Yeah,
right?
one pitch, one out. That's what you want. You go right here, back at him with a fastball. Try and go 1-2-3 right here.
So now the lineup card has flipped over once more, and Cam Hoyland, as we said, is back on the mound. He's about to flick at Derek Wood for the 3rd time. So the 3rd time through the order. Hunter, run us through what Cam's probably feeling on the mound right now.
I mean, you know, he's only given up 1 run. He's dominating. He's just looking to keep getting ahead on guys and going right at him right there. He throws looked like a curveball to go in for a strike. And I mean, just trying to get ahead and don't waste too many pitches. You know, after you get 3-4 innings in, you're just trying to save your pitch count. So
Right.
going right at guys. Oh, wow, that first pitch wasn't a strike. That was a ball.
No, it is.
No, it's a strike. Okay.
It is the 1-1. The scoreboards here and there, we've had a few issues. That's all right. It is a 1-1 from Cam, as Derek Wood, as we said, just leading off, the center fielder. He had a long way to go after that knock from Ryan Bachman to
Yeah.
just, you know, bust the game open in the bottom of the 4th.
Absolutely. I mean, I could only imagine what those guys down there are feeling, you know, especially just the camaraderie you get after a big hit like that. Everybody's fired up. Good pitch right there by Cam. Looked like a fastball in the outside corner.
He's really
Painted,
been,
too.
you know, he has the full arsenal. He's got plenty of stuff in his bag.
Absolutely. He's a stud, man. He really is.
He's been great with the fastball command so far tonight. Hasn't issued many walks at all. And that,
Good
oh,
pitch.
wow, beautiful pitch.
Yeah.
Jammed him right in on the hands. Lucky to get a piece of it is Derek Wood.
Yeah, you kind of see him. That pitch starts in on his hands, and he kind of like flinches and has to give a half swing right there. That's a really good pitch.
So run us through a few of your pitches, something that you're really trying to improve on this summer, and just trying to help the Sasquatch in the later games in this season.
Yeah, so I've got put into a role that I really haven't been. I'm starting right now, which is a kind of role that I want to be formed into, and I'm really enjoying it, you know, working a lot on command and been just, you know, trying to limit walks, and really good pitch right there by Cam, setting this guy down. Swinging strikeout right there. Looked like a changeup on the outside corner, but that's awesome right there.
Good call, Hunter.
Hey, thank you, Win. You know, I've always wanted to be a broadcaster. I watch, I'm a big Seattle Mariners fan, so Dave Sims and Mike Blowers, Rick Riz are my guys to listen to.
Well,
but,
let me tell you, I'll go get a hot dog, and we can just call it a day.
Hey,
stay up
there
here
you
and
go.
do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
hey, I got you
You're
right
not-
here.
You're not pitching today.
No, this is what I live for, you know. And, yeah, you know, so just working on command, limiting walks, and trying to work, getting ahead of counts. That's big. As right there, Cam throws a curveball high for a ball, excuse me. But, yeah, no, get ahead. Working on a couple pitches this summer, trying to get a sinker down and a cutter added to my arsenal. So,
Okay.
but, yeah, you know, good pitch right there. Oh, man, that's tough.
Grounded just up the middle.
But, yeah, no, I mean, right there, that's a good piece of hitting right there. You tip your cap to him, you know. It's an outside pitch. He just kind of just squibs right up through the middle, so you can't really do much, you know.
Yep.
Part of baseball. But see if we can get a ground ball right here. He's been throwing a lot of ground balls tonight, and that's something he wants to keep working on and keep getting ahead of hitters and getting ground balls, just quick outs, you know.
Right. And now a quick 2 outs, as that one was grounded up the middle. But Cam's still protecting that 8-1 lead.
Good pitch.
3 runs in the 3rd inning and 5 in the 4th for the Sasquatch, whose bats have just awoken. You know, we've talked about it over and over. I don't want to say it. Sasquatch faithful, if you've heard me say it, you've heard me say it a million times already. The bats will wake up. People were starting to get a little concerned, you know. A 6-16 season to start, you know, definitely slow for Sasquatch terms, but it's baseball. You just got to give a little time. We're not even halfway through this season yet at home.
No.
A lot of baseball left to be played.
Absolutely.
And when you're playing like this, the momentum is easily able to shift into your favor.
Yeah, and you know, that's one thing we talked about. It's like, you know what? I mean, we didn't start out great, and that's part of being on a new team. Not everybody clicks and knows how everybody plays, but you know, the second part of the season is where we said we're going to turn it on and we're going to really play as a team. And you know, it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. You know, that's one of my football coaches always said that. So that's what we're looking to do, and just turn this boat around.
Right, and as postseason implications are made from one start, like I guess the first half of the season is considered for postseason play, and then it starts all over in the second half of the season.
Yep.
It's a kind of a weird dynamic of how this works.
Yeah.
But if you continue just to stay hot and then carry this over into the second half of the season, there's a lot to be said for the threat that this team
Absolutely.
can make.
Absolutely. 2-2 count here. Cam comes set.
Against Nico Pezzanella, the catcher, throws that one.
Just misses outside.
Uh-huh.
You know, Andrew Johnson back there, he's just doing a heck of a job. He's squaring balls up. You know, right now we got a guy on first. Could easily, anything that's to the side, he could just glove flip, but he's just really getting down there, putting his nose on it and just keeping it right in front of him. So you got to give him a hats off too.
Did any of y'all give him a birthday present today for his 22nd birthday?
I'm going to give him a good, I think, how old is he, 22?
22.
That means he gets 22 spanks on the butt, you know?
Oh,
That's the way I grew up in Walla Walla.
They do it differently in Walla Walla, I guess.
Doggone it, man.
The full count from
pitch.
Moylan. And that one is a great pitch, but just a bit high as Nico takes his walk. So 2 outs, runners on first and second. But that's what you love about Cam. You love his endurance and you love the patience on the mound. You never see him lose face. You know, he's going to have that, you know, stable character
bulldog.
to him. Absolutely.
Yeah, that bulldog mentality. He's going to be in there every pitch, and, you know, that's the way he is in the dugout. He comes in, he's fired up. You know, he's ready to rock and roll. So that's what we love about this guy, man. He wants to come out and compete every single day, whether he's on the bump or he's in right field or DHing, whatever. He's out there ready to compete.
So now 85 pitches on the night for Cam through 4 2/3. And he's looking to finish strong.
Yeah. Slowing down here a little bit, but, you know, he just takes a breath here.
Luke
Get right
Bannister,
back in
the designated hitter, hitting cleanup.
there we go. Oh, man.
You know, he's really just around the zone. Any of these balls that he's caught, for the most part, they are going to be, you know, potentially arguably called strikes.
Oh, absolutely. Kind of looks like this umpire's kind of squeezing him a little bit, not giving him as much as he was giving him in the couple earlier innings. But, you know, that happens as the game goes on, and you just got to kind of, like I said, be a bulldog and just kind of go in there and just say, you know what, I I can't be as precise with my pitches. I got to be a little bit more loose with them and just be in the zone.
Right.
And in those later innings, you know, when granted they've seen him a couple times, but he can get away with something that catches with a little bit more plate if it's low and get a ground ball, and that's what we're looking for right here. Something on the ground, man. There's an out anywhere right here. You just touch a bag.
So this one has lived up to the billing. An 8-1 lead, but as we said, any lead, you know, you will take as many runs as you can against an offense like the Bison. They have been scoring very often and a lot throughout the first half of this season.
Absolutely. There we go, right back in there, man. I tell you what, it's crazy what somebody going up there and just talking to you for a second, you catching your breath can do. There's very often it's just right back in there for a strike.
I have a great question for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
In the bottom of the 5th. Sorry, we're going to have to talk about it in just a little bit because I'm hoping that we are going to be able to get out of this one very soon.
Well, we just had a foul ball, so it's 2-2 now.
Even count, so we are 1 pitch away. And Hoyland, as we said, has done a heck of a job. 5 hits, only 1 run allowed. And the Sasquatch, 8 runs, 6 hits.
See if he goes right at him here or what. Shaking off right there.
Bannister batting .326 on the year. 5 runs driven in. He is 1 for 2 tonight.
Looks like he called time right there. Didn't like Cam's timing. Come set.
And so now, count runs full 3-2.
Just low. There you go, Cam.
And obviously Cam's getting tired, but has he not done an incredible job when runners have gotten on, just being able to put the balls on the ground, just being able to increase ground ball activity.
There we go.
And
that'll be caught.
That seems to be an easy can of corn for Nicky Winterstein in right center.
Yes, sir.
To end the inning. So 5 innings of 1 run ball for Cam Hoyland. He has done an incredible job, as well as AJ behind the plate.
Yes, sir.
So I guess this means that we'll just have to keep you staying in the booth with us.
Oh, absolutely.
To continue this good luck as the Squatch have a 7-run lead. I'm Win Andrews, voice of the Sasquatch, along with Hunter Pauly. We're glad to be bringing this game here to you tonight. It is a beautiful night for baseball, and hopefully a Sasquatch win. We'll be right back. You're watching Squatch Baseball.
All Balanced Bookkeeping, located right here in Spearfish, is your go-to place for all of your bookkeeping needs. Serving Spearfish for over 2 years, we have over 30 years of bookkeeping experience and can take care of any office tasks, large or small. Contact us now to get in touch with one of our many experienced bookkeepers.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. Squatch are ahead 8-1. Here with Hunter Pauly in the booth. This game has slowed down considerably after the first 3 innings, and all for the right reasons, as the Squatch have tagged on 3 in the 3rd and 5 runs in the 4th to take that 7-run advantage. Ever since Hunter Pauly's been in the booth for the most part, you know, we had that 3-1 lead, and then he just stepped in here And the Squatch batch just went crazy.
Yeah. They heated up there real quick. We'll see what Nicky can do right here. He's a stud, too.
Yeah, Winterstein,
He
senior
got
who
fooled right there.
just graduated from
University of Toledo.
University. I was about to say, is it Toledo University? University of Toledo? I would think it was University
Yeah.
of Toledo.
Mid-major D1, man. He's a stud.
As we said earlier, he was a major contributor to the championship run that the Squatch took into the postseason last year. And as he is batting 5th tonight, you best believe you will be seeing a lot of him throughout the rest of this season, as he is fouling that one back and right
Oh, doggone it.
into the glove of
Dang.
Pezzanelli behind the plate.
Yeah, he's just missing it tonight.
Well, I mean, it's his first time seeing live
Exactly.
pitching in a while.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, like I said, he just got here, so, like, you know, maybe the wood bat thing, like I said earlier, might be effect. I mean, he's a D1 guy, so, I mean, I wouldn't think that would affect him like a bunch, but, you know, it's a different ball game when you go from metal to wood, because it changes a lot. So,
I mean, his season debut tonight, he's got a lot. I mean, you know he'll be able to turn it around very soon.
Oh, yeah.
And the birthday boy, Andrew Johnson.
Taking that curveball for a ball up high.
As Ty Volmar is the new pitcher on the mound. So after the bullpen game last night for the Bison, they have finally brought out their first man in relief for the night, which is Volmar. You saw him last night in relief for an inning or two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was throwing a knuckleball last night, and we were just messing around, chirping at him, telling him it was spinning. It wasn't not spinning, you know, because knuckleballs, you don't want them to spin. So we were just chirping at him. It's a good time, man. This is a lot of fun being out here playing summer ball. Every dugout's got energy, you know, things that you can't say back home when you're playing school ball. You can come out here, just have a good time. Everybody's laid back. It was just a lot of fun.
That's a great time, as Cam is just sitting next to head coach Tanner Hill, probably asking him, hey, can I just go out for one more?
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, he wants that ball, you know. And as a competitor, you always do, you know. You want to go out there. You want to give your team one more. I mean, even if you're throwing 100 pitches, you just like, coach, give me it. Like, I can do it.
As Johnson takes that one down the hatch for strike 2. Now count runs full. This is just a curious question. You know, Squatch Nation on this live stream, they've heard me way too many times ask the question over and over. But with Cam Hoyland, do you see that resemblance of Jock Peterson, or am I just actually crazy?
Oh, absolutely. That ball's looks like it's off the handle, right at him. Doggone it. No, absolutely. Jock's a great player, and, you know, he really, really looks like Cam. So, I mean, I know looks can't get you into the MLB, but if they could, I mean, he'd be right there with Jock Peterson.
Well, Jock's been on my mind lately, as I'm from Georgia, big Braves fan.
Gotcha.
The Braves are playing a 4-game series in Atlanta. Just walked it off against the Giants.
Okay, yeah, he's on the Giants now, isn't he?
He is.
He is.
But we will always have respect for Jock, so, you
Absolutely.
know, just a special place in my heart for Cam Hoyland on this team.
Yes, sir. No, I get that. Gabe Springer here took a slider low. 1-0 pitch.
The 1-0.
Swung right through that one. There's another kid that's a stud, man. He's just coming out of high school going to Stanford University.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, is able to look at him and know, just based on that swing,
Oh,
based
yeah.
on his presence
Absolutely.
at the plate, he's going to turn it around. A slow start to the year offensively. He's a special player.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, I hadn't seen him really hit the ball until we were in Hastings, because I wasn't on the first road trip. And he hit a ball that was all of 370 feet to right field, or 367 feet to right field, as he just fouls that one back. But
in his first game of the year against the Big Sticks, just took that pitcher a yard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Coach T. Hill told me that ball hadn't landed yet when I talked to him. But no, I mean, there was only 45 people to hit a ball out of that stadium, and he was a couple inches away. He takes that one high. He's a really disciplined hitter, and I mean, from both sides, like, just the swing is beautiful, and really, really a good addition for this team, and been really helping us win.
And that one, as Springer gives a lift into that one, out to right center.
That one's going to get down.
The right fielder with
Yes, it is.
an attempt at a diving catch, and Springer is going to stand up for a double.
Absolutely.
It looked like the right fielder had a chance at that one. It went in the glove, just popped out.
Yeah, you know, and I think he laid out, so that's a hit. So I'm not quite sure how the ruling goes on that one, but I'm pretty sure if you lay out, that's a hit.
No, hey, well, I mean, Springer found a gap regardless. That one was just both center field and right field being able just to come together. Had to cover a lot of ground.
Absolutely, yeah. Hit them where they ain't. That's the name of the game. He hit that one out to the Tremco sign. So, you know, it's a long run for that right fielder, and he just couldn't get there yet. So that's awesome. Get us stand-up double, and we'll see what Trey can do here. He's been really hot as well, seeing the ball really well. So he's been attacking fastballs early in the count well, doing a good job of that.
It has to feel great for Gabe, you know.
Oh,
First
yeah.
time in a while.
Yeah,
Being able to
absolutely.
square one up and gave it a ride.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he gets there, he doesn't, but even if that guy does get there, I mean, he hit that ball really hard and he hit it well, so you really have nothing to hang your hat on there. You barreled it up, so we see Trey right there just swing right under that one, just missed it. Like I said, he's been attacking fastballs early, and he just missed that one as he takes looked like a curveball, wasn't what he's looking for, 0-1 right there, but he's been good here with 2 strikes, so see if he can get something on the barrel here. Hopefully we can get Gabe in.
Ever since that Fremont series, Trey Vorwald has been seeing the ball exceptionally well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looked like that was that knuckleball right there.
Gave it a shot way inside.
Yeah. But no, he's I've had a chance to. He's one of my roommates. He's a really cool guy
Great guy.
from Chicago, you know. And this is what's awesome about summer ball as well. Like, there's just people from all over the world that I'm getting to meet. So that's just super awesome. One's skied out to right field. Looks like the right fielder's sitting there camped under. That'll be out number 3.
So Tyler Bradley takes care of that one to retire the side for the Squatch, but we still hold an 8-1 lead, and the bats are popping. We'll see who we bring out on the mound. It is going to be Cam Hoyland / Jock Peterson / utility player. Man, we have so many things for him. I mean, great guy on the mound. This is a fun night to be in the booth with Hunter Pauly. So as we head to the top of the 6th, Squatch still hold that 7-run lead. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. An 8-1 score is the name of the game tonight as the Squatch are looking to get their 7th win of the year. And as we are closing in on the first half of this summer season, I'm joined by Hunter Pauly in the booth as Cam Hoyland out for his 6th inning of work with that 7-run lead to protect. You have to love the confidence from head coach Tanner Hill to be able just to know that Cam Hoyland can take care of business as he's getting tired. Obviously a high pitch count, but he's been handling it very well tonight.
Absolutely. You know, I think this is kind of like a Cam, go try and get us 3 more here. If you can do it quick, that's awesome, you know. So he starts off Mitch here with look like a curveball right there. Not what he's looking for, 0-0, but you know, that's great there from Coach T. Hill to say, you know what, Cam, you're doing good for us. Just keep going out there and keep doing your thing as he throws a fastball outside there, swing and a miss.
So you just said Mitchell Winter's name. Name him as Mitch. Do you know Mitch?
So Mitch is at MSUB. Jackson is his teammate, and Carson is his teammate. So they've been talking about him, you know.
Gotcha.
That one just misses outside. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm I'm hoping to go to Montana State Billings here some point in my career. They're a really good team, got some really good coaches. So
for sure,
definitely can help me develop as a player.
Well, Hoyland is ahead 1-2 on Mitchell Winter, the first baseman, and the pitch.
Just
Taking
low.
a bit low, yeah. Another crazy aspect of summer ball is obviously the laid-back nature of all of it, but also a very exciting aspect, being able to know your players on the opposing teams, maybe former teammates or just seeing them at the end of the season. And that one is lifted out to center field, right center. Carson Green calls that one off for out number 1, so Mitchell Winter is retired.
Hit it right to his teammate. Him and Carson are teammates, so.
The connection, just like that.
Absolutely, you know, that's got to burn him a little bit, but, you know, he's there's no harm, no foul there. They know they're buddies at the end of the day. But, yeah, you know, that's super cool that, like, summer ball, like you were talking about, it's just cool that you get to see guys that you're teammates with and play in, like, a different spot and see other guys that you're teammates with and compete against them.
So now, Keegan Schultz, the shortstop.
That one was taken high and outside.
Hasn't really been too busy on the infield defense tonight, have they? The Bison have really just, you know, Squatch have been putting it in play in the outfield exceptionally well.
Yeah. See if Harrison's got a chance there. Looks like it's going to be into the fans. Ooh. Luckily, nobody was hurt.
Right into the general admission seats down the right field line.
Yes, sir. Nice little souvenir for young fan or a Squatch buck.
Oh, yeah, the Squatch buck rule, very important. Fans
Absolutely.
get to get foul balls to get some special prizes at the concession stand, whether
Yes,
it be
sir.
food, apparel, merch. It's a good deal.
Absolutely.
So they're always running to get their foul balls when they can. The 1-1 to Schultz.
Good pitch.
And that one is going to be.
Cam's going to take that one himself. He wants that ball.
He does. He's feeling good.
He is. He's not going to let the birthday boy take that. That's kind of a little selfish there by Cam, huh? Doggone it.
Little drama. Why don't you let AJ take care of it, Cam? You've had enough fun tonight already.
Yeah, you're throwing 6 here, and you only give up 1 run. He wants it all to himself tonight. Doggone it. It's great though. I mean, back where I'm from, we work on those, and it's always fun when you get a pitcher fly ball. You know, you don't really see it, so we try and take those as much as we can.
So a lot of pop flies from the Bison, as they still can't seem to really find an answer against Cam Hoyland after they found a way to get bases loaded there in the 4th inning. But since then, it's been mostly smooth sailing for Cam.
Yeah, he's working ahead, throwing that off speed. Man, that curveball's great. That's 2 pitches right there. That this guy took the first one and then kind of gave a half-hearted swing right there. I think he might be going back to that. He's probably going that or heater right here up. So we'll see what he goes with. Heater outside. That's a great inning right there by Cam.
A swing
That's a great
and
inning.
a miss. A 1-2-3 for Cam Hoyland. 103 pitches.
Yeah, he's a stud, man.
Through 6 innings. He does not seem to be getting tired at all.
No.
He is smiling as he heads to the dugout. It's a night for some magic. The Sasquatch are looking good. They have that 7-run lead, still protecting it. 8-1 headed to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see if the Squatch bats can add on to it.
Yep.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
And back here in the bottom of the 6th inning, it is a Spearfish ball game so far as they are up 8-1 with Ivan Palomino, the 9-spot hitter, stepping up.
Takes that ball high.
And Ty Volmar out for his 2nd inning of relief.
We'll see what they do. The Bison do this game. If they're going to pull him after this inning or what they do. See if they go another bullpen game.
And Matt Sloak, after 4 innings, started out pretty strong, but ultimately ended up surrendering 8 runs to the Sasquatch offense. Wrong place, wrong time. You don't want to be here when the Squatch get hot.
No, man. We're finding barrels and it's finding grass. So that's what you love to see. So that one's fouled back, straight back right there.
300. What were you saying, Hunter?
Lucky we got that netting, or we would be somewhere. People would be hurting.
Yeah, we got a great protective netting around.
Yeah, we do.
Behind home plate, as Volmar ready for his pitch to Ivan. The 1-2 takes that upstairs. 4-2. Ivan's had a very busy night at the hot corner. Have done a great job getting a few force outs here and there and just not letting balls get past him.
No, yeah, there was the one that, I mean, like I said, that's baseball. He gets a ball that's like a 2-hopper, and that 3rd hop just kicks right over his head.
Well,
you know, that's part of the field. So
the bad luck chop.
Yeah, exactly. He takes a cut on that one, just fouls it back. But looks like this guy's been attacking him here. Ty's been attacking him with knuckleballs. You can see it from here. It's not spinning, so, which is, you know, it's pretty spooky when you're up there in the box. I mean, it's been a while since I've been a hitter, but when that thing's coming at you with no spin, that's spooky.
Well, you never know what will happen in summer ball. You know, if one day if you just feel bored, you might be thrown into the starting lineup.
Hey, you know, I would not. If Coach Hill's listening to this, I would not be ashamed of that. I would love to get in that bat.
Better hope he doesn't have just listening to our stream because he's the biggest fan of our broadcast. I guess he might be down there listening to us right now.
He could be.
The full count to Ivan, and a swing and a miss on a pitch away.
Yeah, Ty gets him to chase there.
And now the top of the lineup rolls over, and Bailey Bordas, who is substituting now, taking over for Johnny McHenry.
Yeah, you know, it looks like Coach Hill says, you know, Johnny, you done your job tonight. We're going to get some other people some ABs, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know.
Absolutely. So the pinch hitter who will now be playing shortstop for the rest of the night, Bailey Bordas.
And that ball's hit high, deep to left field. Left fielder going back, and he's right under it.
Able to track that one quite easily, but still, Bailey gave it a ride. You love to see it.
Yeah, it looked like he just missed that one. Kind of got off the end of the bat, but he still poked it a ways.
Cam Hoyland waving to us from the dugout. Still, I mean, I tell you, every game, it never fails. He is going to be right there waving at me from the booth.
Oh, absolutely.
It's an every game tradition at this point, wanting to say, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
So, Mrs. Hoyland, I am sure you were watching. This is your special shout-out. He's been wanting to say, hey. And this is quite the night to do it.
Yeah, and that one's probably for you, Mom, how good he's been doing tonight.
Yeah,
so
6 innings, 1 run
representing
ball.
home well.
Another miraculous inning from the starting rotation for
Ryan
the
Bachman
Squatch.
gets a hold of that one. That one's deep to left field. That one's going to be one hop off the wall. He's going to second base. Going to be a stand-up double right there. That's beautiful. He's seeing it well, man. He is seeing it well.
Took the words out of my mouth, Hunter. Tell you what.
Well, Win, I appreciate you letting me be up here. This is something I've wanted to do my whole life, so I'm having a blast up here.
It is an honor being able to get some of these Squatch players in the booth, being able to hear some analysis. You know, every time that we've had the booth, we've been winning.
Yeah.
We've had players in the booth, and I think the past 4 times that we've won every single one of those games.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, I think we got to keep the tradition going, get somebody else up here tomorrow night.
Right, I mean, why not?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a fun time, too. Chance for people that aren't, you know, necessarily in Spearfish to get to meet some of the players and get to meet some of us that, you know, you might not be able to meet when you're not here.
And Green gets just under that one as the left fielder rushes in. And Caleb Saldago is going to be able to take care of that one for out number 3. So Bachman gives that one a ride for a stand-up double, but Volmar ultimately gets out of the inning. As we head back to the top of the 7th, Squatch still on top 8-1. Got a few more questions for Mr. Pauly in the booth. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Squatch Baseball. So the bottom of the order for the Bison as they head into this top of the 7th inning, an 8-1 ball game in favor of the Squatch, as 8th place hitter Caleb Saldago, the left fielder, steps in against the new pitcher on the mound, Gage Crott. So after 6 innings of 1-run, 5-hit ball for Cam Hoyland on the mound, he is going to take the rest of the night off, and well-deserved. An incredible night as I'm here with Hunter Pauly in the booth, another fellow pitcher. I'm sure you'll have a lot of things to say for Cam once you get back to the dugout later tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to get a big pat on the back and probably a hug, too. I mean, he pitched his heart out tonight. That's what you love to see, and that's how you get wins, when your pitcher goes deep into a game and throws 5 innings of just, I mean, one runs like that's all you can ask for. I mean, he's given everything he's got for us.
So the first look for Gage Crott, as he has been in a few of these situations, and he's been pretty effective.
Yeah.
Coming out of the pen.
Yeah, quickly behind here 2-0, but he's trying to reel her in. That one's taken away for a ball, but
pulled his first few pitches just a bit away.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get that. You're going to get those first couple pitch jitters, and that happens. So ain't nothing wrong with that. You dial her back in right there.
So the 3-0. And that one is taken for a called strike. So,
yeah.
Hunter, as we've been talking about, this has been a very important scenario. We talked about the look-alike between Cam Hoyland and Jock Peterson, the right fielder for the Giants. And now we're here to talk about a similarity that you have had, as that is going to be a leadoff walk for Caleb Salgado. And Justice Panton, the 9-spot hitter, steps up against Gage. But as we were talking about, folks, if you have not seen Top Gun Maverick, the sequel to Top Gun, we highly recommend you do so. A very good movie. I'm sure you've seen it, Hunter.
I actually have not yet.
Well,
I was hoping to go see it tonight after the game.
Okay, this is a bit ironic and a bit awkward. But, folks, we are going to pan over to the camera here in the booth, take a step away from the game for a second. Rooster from the movie Top Gun, Hunter Pauly has been regarded as a very similar look-alike to Rooster, who's played by Miles Teller in the movie. Not really sure what it is. Is it the stash? Is that what people are saying it is?
It could be the stash. It could be we both have great hair.
Okay, that's fair too.
We both look good too, so like that's another thing we both got going. So, I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm really hoping to go see it here, hopefully tonight after the game. But
well, everyone's fallen in love with Miles Teller, so that's a compliment to you, right?
Oh, absolutely. With the mustache, people just love the mustache. So, that one gets him right there.
That's going to get him on the side. Justice Panton is going to take his walk. So now runners on first and second with nobody out, and Derek Wood flipping over the lineup card, stepping back in.
Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be interesting to see here how long of a leash Gage gets here. We're up 7 runs, but you don't want to blow away a lead right now.
We've seen it on the offensive side for the Squatch and the defense. We've been able to come from behind many times, and we've also had to witness a few on the opposing end.
Yeah, and it's good to see AJ going out there after that. That's heads-up baseball right there. Go talk to him. Go calm him down and just say, hey, let's reset. Let's get right back in there and keep going at these guys.
Especially
AJ's been back there seeing all these guys hit all night long, so he knows what to go to and what to throw him. So if there's anything that knows the best, it's either Cam right now or it's AJ, so he can see it.
Especially with the leadoff hitter coming back in and Derek Wood. Very important to go out there and have that quick mound visit, talk over the strategy.
Yep.
So where are you going to go try to watch Top Gun?
So I'm hoping here that the the cinemas here have a different schedule back home. It's been they're short-staffed, I think, so they're only open a couple nights a week. So hopefully I'm going to be able to go see it tonight. If not, one of these nights that we don't have anything going.
Are you just going to dress up like Rooster and try to fool some people?
I think I might. Maybe dress up as Tom Cruise. I think that's Maverick, right?
Oh, you have to shave your mustache. Can't do that.
Can't do that. No.
Tom Cruise does not have a mustache.
No.
Have you ever seen Top Gun, Hunter?
I've seen the first one. My dad loves it.
I'm starting to not believe you. Just joking with you.
I'm a big Tom Cruise guy, though. He's a great actor,
Yeah.
Gage gets back in there, gets a strike.
And the 2-1 is that one's going to be lifted shallow into left field.
That's
tough. That takes a tricky hop, but Vorwald able to cut it off. But now bases are loaded with no one out.
Yeah, that's tough right there. That's off his handles, I mean, you might have to check that bat. He looks like the guy right there is just checking it to see if that's still intact. It might be firewood, but that's tough as a pitcher, You kind of working back into account. Guy gets one off the handle, but like we said before tonight, like that's baseball. You know, that's those little duck farts you can't really do nothing about.
Right. So now bases loaded, no one out for Randy Stoltz, the third baseman, who we know he has very capable power in his bat.
Oh, absolutely. I think he had one. He went yard last night, I think, right?
Yeah, huge shot over the left field wall against Ethan Stady, his only run of the night.
Yeah, and he
came courtesy of that solo homer.
Yeah, hats off to him too. He Minnesota State Mankato, he just came in and did really well for us last night. That was awesome as well.
So as we've said, you never want to give this Bison offense a chance. Bases loaded, no outs, and a chance now for Randy Stoltz to do some of that.
Slider right there, curveball, whatever he throws, kind of looked like it was coming right at him and bended right in there for a strike. You love to see that.
Great pitch.
Evening up the account here.
So 329 folks in attendance in game 2 of this series. The pitch from
Good work there by AJ right there. Andrew Johnson just being a wall back there. That's what you love to see, especially with a runner on third, you know. That can be the worst thing, the worst nightmare is when runs start trickling in because your catcher's getting lazy and he's just sticking to his game plan, just being a wall back there. So you love to see that. Working hard for us.
And the 2-1 from Gage. Taken low. So now a 3-1 count. Gage is going to have to be very selective with his pitches.
Yeah.
As he is one away from potentially walking in a run.
Yeah, it
with
looks like
no outs.
Got a little action in our bullpen down there.
So Gage from Mesabi Range College, a local in Belle Fourche, South Dakota, just a few miles away from Black Hills Energy Stadium. You've seen him on the mound and in many other positions, and that is going to be an issued walk, as not sure if Caleb Salgado on third base thought that was ball 4 or not.
Yeah, he looked like he was he looked like he thought that was ball 3 and he was coming in to score.
So now the plot thickens, an 8-2 lead for the Squatch, but bases still loaded and no outs. So a very interesting scenario. Not sure who we have over in the bullpen. Can you tell for me, Hunter?
That looks like a new guy that we just got in here. Oh man, I think that's Justin Mason. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's Justin.
Okay, Justin might be one of the only few I have not been able to talk to yet.
Yeah, no, he just got here. I think yesterday was his first game with the team. So, you know, like I said, I mean, Capital University, that's in Ohio. I've never been to Ohio, never met anybody from Ohio. So
that
there's
was
a couple
into
great catch right there.
Shallow right, and it looked like Winterstein was going to have to charge in on it, but Bordas with a great catch over his head.
Yeah, kind of made a Robinson Cano catch right there. Kind of waited till it got nice and low and catches a little basket catch.
The basket catch, yeah, exactly right. Past second base and right in the infield, so that takes care of out number 1, and no runners able to advance. A huge first out.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a ground ball here. Looks like our corners are in, so it looked like Ivan and Harrison here are probably going to be coming home to Andrew. That one's big cut right there and missed on a curveball from Gage.
Filthy pitch. Luke Bannister can't take care of that one.
Yeah, right here what we got corners coming to home and middle infielders rolling it up the middle, going 2-1. So hopefully
an 8-1 ball game.
Yeah,
that's
you know that's okay. We're not giving up a big double or triple right there, and a bunch of runs coming in, so that's all right.
So ever since loading the bases, Crott has done a great job of keeping it within the infield.
Yep, and he's getting ahead right there. That's his second one he's getting ahead on, so that's what you love to see from him.
To Mitchell Winter, the first baseman. Palomino had a great job on that last play, being able just to focus, you know, bobbled it initially, and then having to really focus just to keep that ball barehanded, and then get the runner out at third and throw across for almost.
Yeah, that's bang bang. I mean,
5-3.
That call could have gone either way. Swung on right there for strike 2. Back to a 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Got a force anywhere on any bag. See what Gage comes at him here with.
The 1-2. And lifted just foul. Something about the energy of this team right now. We haven't been able to see it for the first few weeks. We knew it would come initially. We just didn't know when. But even if the Bison were to come back, make this a real close ball game, you have to feel good about the offense's ability to be able just to put on some more magic tonight with the way we're playing.
Absolutely. I mean, with how many barrels we're finding tonight, it looks like we could do anything. And that's right there what we want. Ground ball to Bailey Bordas, and he's going to flicker on over to Harrison Clark for out number 3.
Couldn't have said it better myself. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, Squatch looking to add on a few more runs to cancel out these 2 in the top of the 7th, but the Squatch still lead 8-3. Headed to the stretch. We'll be right back with you as the kids run the bases. Hunter, go out there and run.
You want me to?
Nah, you don't have to do that. You can stay here. All right, we'll be right back with you, folks. It is Wednesday night here at Black Hills Energy Stadium, and the Squatch are locked in. A 5-run lead headed to the bottom of the 7th, and the Squatch looking to put up some more, potentially with Harrison Clark stepping in against Ty Volmar in for his 3rd inning of relief. And Harrison has been a great piece for this Squatch offense. And Nicky Winterstein lurking in the on-deck circle as we are here with Hunter Pauley. He's been with us gratefully for the past probably, how many innings have you been here, Hunter? I guess
2 and 1/3. This will be the last inning here. I'll be with you guys, but that'll be make it 3, and you know that'll be a fun time.
Yeah, just in case you need to go back in the dugout and pinch hit, like we said.
Exactly.
Summer ball. You just gotta, even though you're a pitcher, you just gotta go out there and swing for the fences. Why not?
Exactly. Right there, Harrison looked like he got fooled a little bit there, but you know he's a good hitter. He swings the bat real hard, and he's got a green bat. Everybody makes a comment about his green bat, man, but that thing's got some pop in it.
So back here after the 5-game series in Idaho, Squatch only were able to take 1 out of the 5. They've come back and they've played a very hot offense in the Gym City Bison, and they've been able to be here as the Squatch won Game 1 handily 7-2, and tonight they're up 8-3 as that one is going to seemingly get through right past short for Harrison Clark. An easy trot over to first for an infield single. It's exactly how you want to lead off the inning, but you know, we've added 7 new players in the past week, most of them following us back from the Idaho trip.
Yeah.
As they are now in the dugout, this team starts to be looking more and more as a full strength unit.
Absolutely. You know, we were kind of shorthanded after the Fremont series. We came home and got a couple guys and then added, like you said, 7 or 8 more guys here since we got home, and that's huge. You know, we got a bunch of good guys here,
and Nicky Winterstein over there, obviously, as he has a runner on first, and Harrison Clark looking to get his first hit of the night. You know, one of the examples is Nicky Winterstein adding to this offensive lineup. What do you feel about the energy that he brings to the dugout in his 2nd season back as a team leader, as well as just the new pitchers that are able to adding more arms to the bullpen / rotation? Like, what is the energy like in the dugout? How do people feel after a slow start to the year?
You know, it's huge. It's huge when you get like the guys like Johnny, you know, Bachman. That, I mean, they've been here, they've been leaders, but then you get another guy here that's been his 2nd year, and he's coming back as a leader, and you know, he's where everybody wants to be. He's at a Division I school, and he's doing it right. You know, everybody wants to be at a Division I school. You know, that's everybody's dream. So you know, he's been there, and I mean, immediate impact. He's helping hitters, telling everybody, and just team chemistry's going up. Guys are buying in, and like there's nothing more that like you want to do is sit there and pick a good hitter's ear. You know, as a hitter, like if I could talk to any professional baseball player that's a pitcher, I would do it in a heartbeat. You know, and just like another thing is like the guys we added, like we said, it helps our bullpen. It really helps our bullpen. Pitchers, like starting pitchers, don't have to be in as stressed. Like, oh, I got to go 7 innings tonight. I got to go 6 innings tonight. But to count gets to 3-1 here, you know, it helps us with our bullpen. So starting pitchers don't feel as much pressure.
Oh yeah, the bullpen has been bolstered. That is for sure, to say the least. As Winterstein fouls that one back, it's just great to see him back here.
Yeah,
obviously,
he looks like he's a little upset right there. He just missed that one as he fouls it straight back. You know, he might wish he could have had another cut at that one, but we'll see what he can do here. 3-2. He's looking to do some damage and hopefully move Harrison Clark over.
So the payoff pitch from Volmar to Winterstein. We know he's fully capable of knocking one. Fouls that one back in on the hands.
Yeah, that's a good job right there, fighting off a good pitch.
Winterstein, I mean, you've seen this man in batting practice starting yesterday, being able just to see him launch homers left and right. And this is a very valuable bat.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it looks like we got a car dealership in the back, and I'd say they need to start moving those first 2 rows of cars because he's putting them out left and right. And I mean, even if he's not hitting them out, he's hitting them hard. And like there's just a different sound of the bat. As he just gets under that one, just missed it. It's going to be skied right to the second baseman.
Well, first game, a lot of first time in live action for a while for Nicky Winterstein. You know that's not going to last for too long, an 0-for-4 night. But he knows how to get things going.
Absolutely, we're not worried. We're not worried about that. He's a veteran guy. He's going to come in every day, and one outing's not going to define who he is as a baseball player and who he is as a person. So he's going to keep bringing his best every single day, and that's what we look for, you know.
It's the best part about baseball, the unpredictability of it.
Absolutely.
Starting out 6-16, hopefully 7-16 after tonight, as Johnson turns on that one, and it is running foul. Left fielder tries it for a second, does not risk running into that wooden wall.
No, you go through that wooden wall, you'd be like Tommy Boy hitting that wooden fence. That's gonna hurt, man.
Yeah,
but
that'll not be pleasant.
No. He's birthday boy looking to add his second hit on the night, you know. He wants that just as bad as anybody else on this team.
And he's already registered a hit tonight.
Yeah. Kind of got robbed his first time, like we were saying earlier. Hit a really good ball to center field. Guy just caught it, but that's as he takes that one low. Count goes to 1-1.
And the unpredictability of it, as we said, for this sport, for this team, there's a lot to be said for the new guys who are going to add a lot of power to this team.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just the beginning.
That one's roped. Oh, man. That's what you hate to see. He barrels that ball to third base, and that third baseman dives to his left, makes a great catch, and doubles off Harrison Clark right there as he thought that ball's through.
That was the play of the night for the Bison so far. Randy Stoltz with an incredible catch to throw over to Mitchell Winter to retire both Clark and Johnson. But that is okay as the Sasquatch still hold on to that 5-run lead headed to the top of the 8th. One more question for you before we head to the break. We're talking about all this college ball. Who is your pick for the College World Series?
You know, I'm really wanting Ole Miss this year. I hope they do it, but you know, we'll see what happens. I know they just lost tonight, but you know, we'll see what happens.
Okay, Hunter Polly the Rebel.
Yes, sir.
All right, that sounds about right.
Thank you guys so much. Win, thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you up here very soon again for you to call some more color commentary for us, Hunter.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right, as we say goodbye to Hunter Polly, a great time with him in the booth. We head to the top of the 8th. Squatch on top, 8-3.
Do you know the locals' choice for gaming excitement? It's the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort. With new games arriving every month, our selection of slot machines is the freshest in town. You can always find a game with our card tables open 24 hours a day. And parking is free and easy at the Lodge, with the area's largest free parking only steps away from our front door. Enjoy spacious and comfortable gaming at the Lodge at Deadwood, the locals' choice.
So welcome back with us here at Black Hills Energy Stadium in the top of the 8th inning. I am Win Andrews, voice of the Sasquatch for this summer. It has been a pleasure so far, especially on nights like this. You just love to see a full team effort, especially after last night's Game 1, 7-2 victory for the Sasquatch, and tonight, through 7 innings, up by 5. And Gage Crott back out for his second inning of relief of Cam Hoyland, who went 6 innings of 5-hit, 1-run ball. So 2 very much so quality starts. Ethan Stady last night, Cam Hoyland tonight. You love to see the Squatch pitchers being able to eat innings effectively. And Gage Crott hoping to get through the 8th inning easily. As Keegan Schultz, the shortstop, is up against Crott. And that one is going to be grounded foul right at the Bison dugout. If you're just now joining us, we are so glad you are, but we're also very upset that you just had to miss a lot of quality talk with starting pitcher for the Squatch, Hunter Pauly. As that one is going to be lifted into shallow center. Bachman calling it off and making the overhead catch for a great first out of the inning. We've had a few of those. Bordas had one just last inning, making a basket catch in very, very shallow right. In Summer League, there are bound to be errors here and there. The Bison have 2 registered to them tonight. The Squatch are currently errorless tonight, and you love to see that. 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Spearfish. And not only are they not committing errors, they've just been exceptional. Keeping balls in the infield, making some diving plays here and there. Not allowing many opportunities for balls to drop here for Gym City. And the 2-1 from Gage. Fires that one inside for ball 3. So Hunter Pauly, one of the pitchers, pitched in Idaho against the Spuds. As Tyler Bradley, the right fielder, will take a 1-out walk. And Pauly is due to start again on the mound Friday night as we begin our weekend series against the Badlands Big Sticks. You've seen them a couple of times. We played them for the first 6 games of the season. 3 in North Dakota and then 3 back at home. We are expecting a very big crowd Friday night. We'd love to see you here to add on to that number. And Hunter Pauly would appreciate that support as well. He loves pitching to a crowd. And Caleb Salgado grounds that one over, and that was going to get away, but Clark able to step on it. And that is actually no longer Clark, as there has been another substitution with Drew Biggerstaff now manning first base, as it appears that Coach Tanner Hill, with the 8-3 lead, has given a few of his players the rest of the night off. Ivan Palomino still at third. Ryan Bachman now playing shortstop in replacement of Johnny McHenry. Bailey Bordas at second, and now Biggerstaff at first. As Gage fires that one in for a strike against Justice Payton, the second baseman and the 9-spot hitter. The 0-1. Biggerstaff is a great catcher behind the dish. Obviously able to play first base as well, and he's provided some quality offense for this team alongside Keaton O'Brien, another player who hasn't started but is very capable of playing both first and catcher, as Palomino gets that one on the ground, and that one is going to be a wild throw over the head of Biggerstaff, and that is going to easily score the runner from second base. So a little bad luck there as Palomino grounded that one, fired but way over the head of Biggerstaff. So the inning continues. with 2 outs. And now Derek Wood as the lineup card rolls over. That is going to be tagged as the first error of the night for the Sasquatch. And the runner from second for the Bison obviously never stopped running because there were 2 outs in the top of the 8th. So he scored with ease. Coming home to now, the lead is now 8-4. Still very comfortable for the Squatch, but you never want to give the Bison any ideas. And Gage trying to get out of the top of the 8th. Crott loaded the bases with no outs in the top of the 7th, but only allowed 2 runs out of it. As once he loaded the bases, he did a great job of keeping all those balls within the infield. Derek Wood fouls that one back. Seemed to be off of the face mask of Johnson, the birthday boy. Just turned 22 today. The players were celebrating him in the dugout before the game. And AJ has done an incredible job not only registering a hit at the plate, but keeping almost every pitch in front of him tonight. We hope that trend continues. As Gage is now behind to Derek Wood, 3-1 with 2 outs and a runner on second. We have just hit the 9 o'clock hour, just 2 minutes after. It is 9:02 Mountain Time here in Spearfish. It is no longer blazing hot. And one thing we hope is that the Bison don't get hot themselves on the offensive end, as that is a walk from Gage after the error from Palomino to extend the inning. And there's going to be another short mound visit with Randy Stoltz, the third baseman, stepping in. Johnson's probably just telling him, Gage, calm down, everything's all right. Probably going to strategize over what they want to do, how they want to handle the at-bat with Stoltz. Squatch looking for their 7th win of the year. Slow start, but all will be forgiven if the Squatch keep playing the way they are, especially in the past 2 games. So the pitch to Randy Stoltz, taken outside for ball 1. Not a single person has seemed to leave this park. The Squatch home crowd game after game, no matter the score. Love to stay until the very last out. That is dedication to a fan base. As that one is a called strike 1. And the 1-1 from Gage, again, finds the strike zone, curls inside for strike 2. 6 hits, 4 runs for the Bison, 2 errors, and hopefully that is all that comes out of it, as Crott is now ahead of Randy Stoltz. 1-2, the pitch. And that off speed going to be grounded foul. Palomino races over, runs back. Outside of the error tonight for Ivan, he has been amazing at the hot corner. Not letting many balls at all get past him outside of the very unlucky high chopper early in the game. That got over him, and that one is going to be lifted out to shallow center. Green can't find it. Is able to track it down, but that is going to score at least 1. Now runners on the corners with Justice Panton scoring, and now that lead is getting a little too close for comfort. Even though it is the 8th with 2 outs, as we said, you never want to give this team a chance. They score in heaps and bundles. So, a left center shot for a single from Randy Stoltz, and now the 3-hole hitter Nico Pezzanella. Runners on the corners, the tying run up at the plate. So now 7 hits for the Bison. Gage looking to end the inning here. The pitch. Taken for a ball. So as we said, tough weather in the month of June to this point, especially for home games. But folks, we got some good news for you. Tomorrow, the next day, and the entire weekend, beautifully sunny the entire time around. Just as beautiful as that pitch from Gage. Falls in for a strike. So for the entire 6-game homestand, beautiful weather. We'd love to see you out, and the temperatures are going to dip, so it's not going to be as blazing hot as it has been the last 2 days, yesterday and today. As Gage just fired back to Biggerstaff at first. Wanted to make sure that Stoltz did not go anywhere. So the game inching a bit closer, run by run. And Crott now behind 2-1. There is action in the Sasquatch bullpen, trying to figure out who that might be. According to Hunter Pauley, we think it is, well, actually tell you after this pitch, as that one is going to be just foul. Pezzanella got just a piece of it. So now a 2-2 count. And it is looking to be Justin Mason who is ready to come out of the pin, number 20. Sorry, I claim to have 20/20 vision, even though it is a bit far away. I still feel like I can tell whose number it is. Took me a while. And that pitch, Gage wanted that one. It was a beauty, but Pezzanella did not offer. And Tanner Hill, head coach for the Squatches, made his way out of the dugout for the first time in the night. Not very happy with that call, but heads back. So now, runners on the corners, 3-2 count, the payoff pitch. And that was going to be just high for Gage, and now bases are loaded, and the winning run comes up. So after this 8-1 lead for the Squatch, the Bison have fired back with 2 runs in the 7th inning, 2 runs in the 8th, and we still have opportunities for the Bison to score. Hopefully that is not the case. And it looks like this might potentially be the end of the line for Crott. We'll see what Tanner Hill decides to do, as Justin Mason is starting to throw a few more pitches. Based on the philosophy of head coach Hill, he likes to see his players finish an inning. So he might be having to give a few words for Crott, and that is what he's exactly going to do. Is he going to let Gage stay out and try to finish this inning in a potentially dangerous situation? But this is Crott's inning, and Coach Hill knows that. And with only one more out to go, he's giving them the opportunity. And now Mitchell Toke, the right-handed hitter from Northern State University, hitting .346 and pinch hitting tonight for Luke Bannister. And Gage tries fastball inside for ball 1. So, way too close for comfort at this point. And Gage tried the off-speed inside, as Mitchell backs up. And the Bison, obviously, with Toke hitting .346 through 8 games, a very good weapon. And that one is going to find the outer edge of the plate for strike 1. The crowd on the edge of their seats tonight. The Squatch will want this one badly. Swing and a miss for strike 2. A beauty there from Gage. Coach Hill wants him to finish this inning, and Gage wants it just as badly, if not more. The 2-2 to Toke. Taken low. Great play from Andrew Johnson, being able to keep that one in front of him. It's getting dicey. So now, Crott has to do a great job, and that one is going to be a called strike 3 on the outside edge for Gage Crott to retire the side, and the Squatch maintain that 3-run lead. 2 score in the top of the 8th, but that is all right. After bases loaded, Gage Crott with a full count takes care of the pinch hitter, Mitchell Toke. And the Squatch still have that 8-5 lead headed to the bottom of the 8th. Let's go get some runs, boys. Coming to you live from Squatch territory here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Your Spearfish Sasquatch have an 8-5 lead, and are looking to potentially add on to that as Gabe Springer steps up for his first look at the new pitcher on the mound. As that is going to be Ryan Chamberlain from Laramie, Wyoming. The righty attends the University of Mary. And Springer quickly ahead 2-0. I was talking to Nicky Winterstein yesterday, his first game here at the park. As he's playing right field tonight. He noticed University of Mary on the roster, said, hey, I've played University of Mary multiple times. Says he knows plenty of players from there. Wonder if he knows Chamberlain. As that is going to be a called strike 2. So now count runs even for Ryan against Gabe Springer. Springer sent one deep to right center earlier in the game. Had to feel good for him. He's had a bit of a struggle to start the year, but so much power behind the bat that it's impossible to keep him out of the lineup. He sits on that last pitch. It is now a full count. And the payoff pitch fouled back. Springer looking to square up on one. So Matt Slowick started the game for the Bison tonight. Ty Volmar, middle relief innings. And now we get a look at Ryan Chamberlain. The Bison have had to be very smart with their pitching staff as they have struggled so far this year. Really playing matchups with who they want to send out on the mound against this Squatch lineup. But the full count to Springer now. And that one is popped high right past the infield. And the shortstop is going to be able to call that off for the first out. That is Keegan Schultz. So 1 out for Trey Vorwald as he steps in. We are only about 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark of this game, since starting at 6:35. And you love the long games when they work in your favor. That's exactly what's been going on for Spearfish tonight. But the Bison have made it a bit more uncomfortable, adding on 2 runs in the 7th and in the 8th. The Spearfish lineup has done a great job of canceling those out by striking back. And Vorwald takes that one as it misses inside. Ball 2. A 2-1 count from Chamberlain to Vorwald. Fouls that one back right to the merchandise tent. Vorwald attends Lincoln College as he is hitting .250 on the year. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Would love to see him be 2 for 4, the even count. So that one gets away from the catcher. Count runs full. Something about the energy of this team, though, regardless of score, just feels different. The energy around it. We don't know if it's the addition of the 7 new players just last week. We don't know if it's the feeling of just feeling more as a full team, full strength right now. But this week of June has been fun, ladies and gentlemen. It has been fun to watch this team. We hope you're able to come watch them and support the Squatch, as they are not far away from closing out the first half of this home season. The full count to Trey. And that one is taken low for ball 4. He'll take his base. And Ivan Palomino back at it, stepping in. But it's something about the team itself. It's just the mood, it's the chemistry of the guys in the dugout there enjoying playing, and it is fun to watch. As that one is going to be lined right foul down the right field line. But as we were saying, you know, this summer ball season goes very fast. In fact, at the end of Sunday's game against the Big Sticks, we will officially be halfway through this home season. Which is very sad, as Palomino is able to get that one over the head of the second baseman. So now runners on first and second. Great at bat from Ivan Palomino, and now the lineup card's going to roll over once more. And Bailey Bortis, who pinch hit for Johnny McHenry earlier, now substituted and playing second base. Great opportunity with Vorwald in scoring position. This game has had it all. Plenty of offense, great defensive highlights. Pitching performance from Cam Hoyland that is sure to be talked about, as Board is able to square up on that one, and Trey Vorwald is going to race around third. They're going to wave him home. He's coming around, and this one's going to be a bang-bang play, but not in time, as that is the second one of the night that almost reached home. Johnny McHenry earlier in the game, but Vorwald came around just as fast as possible, but an even better relay from the left fielder. So Ryan Bachman stepping in now with runners still on first and second, but Bailey Bortis adds a hit to his name. He's had a good night tonight. So now runners on first and second, 2 outs for Ryan. leading the team in on-base percentage by a wide margin. 2 for 4 tonight, hitting .333 on the year. 9 runs driven in. Why don't you make it 10, 11, 12? We know we can. The 1-0 pitch. Taken for a called strike. So don't forget, Ladies' Night tomorrow at Black Hills Energy Stadium. It is going to be a fun night. We can't tell you all about it just yet. Still finalizing the details, but it is going to be a fun night at the park. Bachman takes a big swing at that one for a 1-2 count. So Chamberlain readying on Ryan Bachman. Runners on first and second. The 1-2. As they're going to have to start over, as it appears Bachman called time, seems to have something in his eye right before Chamberlain made the pitch. .68 degrees now in Spearfish at 9:22 p.m. A swift 12-degree differential from earlier when this game started. And Bachman stays in the fight, fouls one back. So only one more inning for the Squatch. They're looking to close it out in the 9th, but would not hurt to add a few more runs for some comfort. 2-2 taken outside for ball 3. Carson Green and the on-deck circle. So here we go. The payoff pitch to Bachman. And that one is going to be pulled foul. Logan Lottie, the hitting coach, thought he had a chance at it. And now it appears it is only 2-2 as the ump motioned for 3-2 just a few moments ago and then made the swift transition back to 2-2. So I guess count is even. Not very sure. But deuce is wild. The pitch. Fouled back again. Ryan Bachman not going anywhere. This is why he leads this team in on-base percentage and batting average. Not an easy at-bat whatsoever. Very disciplined at the plate. Able to foul off until he finds a pitch that he likes. And when he does, you better watch out. The even count. And that one is hit out towards right center as the right fielder shifts back just a bit and is going to make the catch for out number 3. So a bit of drama after Trey Vorwald was tagged out at home just a few moments ago. But the Squatch still hold a 3-run lead. We'll let you know who is coming out on the mound to try to shut the door in the top of the 9th to get the 7th win of the season for the Squatch. Don't go anywhere. We got a great 9th inning coming for you.
Walk through life. Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, sing
We are here in the top of the ninth after a roller coaster of a game so far. An 8-5 lead for your Spearfish Sasquatch as they're looking to take win number 7. After winning game 1 last night, game 2 is looking to be a bit of a familiar face. Hopefully that is the case tonight, as we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Sasquatch. In fact, in his first appearance for Spearfish, it's going to be number 20, Justin Mason. The righty from Coshocton, Ohio. Plays at Capital University alongside Squatch teammate and Capital teammate Connor Jones, another fellow pitcher. You've seen him throughout the Squatch rotation many times. Another great player for Spearfish. Fires that one in for a strike 1, but is going to hit the leadoff batter in the inning. So not the way that Justin was wanting to start it out. But Keegan Schultz, the shortstop, stepping in batting 6th. Would be huge for Justin Mason to get the save in his first game with Spearfish. But he's going to have to work through the heart of the order to get there. Tyler Bradley on deck, the right fielder for the Bison. And the pitch called, strike 1. Home crowd getting into it. It's a very important win tonight. Guarantees a series win against the Bison. And some great momentum to carry into that 3-game set with the Badlands Big Sticks. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We got a game to play tonight. An 8-5 score for Spearfish. Runner on first for the Bison, no one out. And Keegan Schultz is going to line that one into center field, and Green is going to try to take care of that one. A tricky hop, and fires back to Bachman, but now the tying run comes up. And that is going to be Tyler Bradley. So drama just as we've seen. The Bison bats have come alive. They were non-existent for the most part until the 7th inning. Scored 1 run in the 4th, but outside of that they were silent. And if you're wondering why, that comes at the courtesy of starting pitcher Cam Hoyland. Went 6 innings of incredible pitching tonight for the Squatch. Gage Crott came in the 7th and 8th, surrendered 4 runs. But still came out with a very manageable 3-run lead. And that one is going to be called strike 1 for Mason. So now runners on first and second, nobody out. Tyler Bradley batting 7th tonight. And Mason looking to take care of him, the 1-1. And that one's going to get away from Johnson right out of the glove, but no runners advance, and Johnson's going to fire back to first, and almost. That was going to be he's going to be out. He's going to be tagged out at first as the throw from Johnson fires back to Biggerstaff in time, and the first base coach for the Bison can't believe it. And neither can Keegan Schultz. As it appears the head coach is walking out, he's about to make his appeal to the umpire. He's not very sure. From up here, we weren't really able to tell. We don't necessarily have the greatest view at all times. So you do not want to listen to me. But I will tell you exactly what the ump had to say, and that was that he was out. Well then, that helps some things. Seemed to be a bit of a troubling play as that ball got away from the glove of Andrew Johnson behind the dish. He bobbled it for a minute. The runner on second made his way to third, but then decided to turn around. And Keegan Schultz was way off the bag over at first, halfway to second base. Turned around, but not in time. Biggerstaff was able to tag him out in the process. So now, bit of miscommunication, a little bit of confusion in the 9th inning. You never like to see that. So we'll continue with the 2-1. And that one is going to miss for ball 3. One thing about Squatch faithful, they will get into the game, especially when some calls seem to be questionable. That one's going to be lined down the right field line, right past Biggerstaff. Finds the gap between first baseman and the bag. So Winterstein is going to try to find that one off. And that is going to be a double as that one gets away from Bachman. And Tyler Bradley with a double that is going to score the leadoff hitter tonight for the Bison in the 9th. Score still at 6-8. Squatch still up by 2, but things have gotten less comfortable, excuse me, as the innings have gone on. 7, 8, 9 innings have not been easy peasy for the Squatch. 11 hits tonight for Spearfish, 9 hits for the Bison, and just another example of what Gym City can do when they get runners on. And it's looking like that is going to be a quick end of the line for Justin Mason in his first appearance tonight with the Squatch, his season debut. Allowed a runner to score. We'll be seeing plenty of him this season. Very excited for him to be joining the pitching staff. But as of right now, we still have some business to take care of, as that last run just scored on the double from Tyler Bradley and Dylan Ritchie. An 8-6 ball game. Ritchie is trying to shut the door and shut it fast. And the Bison head coach still not very sure what's going on. They're trying to make the appeal, trying to talk it over with the umps. Don't seem to agree with the calls made. So I'm just going to stay here on the air with you for the next few minutes as Dylan Ritchie prepares his final few pitches on the mound. Ritchie didn't spend too much time in the bullpen. So Coach Hill wanting him to get as many as he can in. Ritchie, a very reliable arm. Out of this bullpen, perhaps the most reliable to this point. He's been able to shut the door repeatedly in a few of the Squatch victories so far this season. He's looking to add to that repertoire tonight. And so Dylan Ritchie, number 14, headed back on the mound with a very, very important situation to take care of. A 2-run lead for the Squatch, but a runner on, only 1 out, and the tying run up. As the ump is going to brush off home plate real quick. Doesn't want any confusion there. And Gym City not making it easy on the Squatch whatsoever in the late innings. Throwing out all the stops. Jack Johnson now pinch hitting. As that one is fired inside for ball 1. And the pitch taken for a strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner on second. So Johnson is pinch hitting for the 8th spot, Caleb Salgado. As it is now a 2-1 count I mean, what is summer ball without the excitement? And the 2-1, swing and a miss from Johnson. And Richie has that velocity, that fire that we love to see. Hoping to finish off Jack Johnson. We don't want to see this lineup card roll over. The pitch. Taken out now for a full count. Very important pitch for Richie to make here against Jack Johnson. Or excuse me, Jack Jones. The full count. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Dylan Ritchie comes in and is able to take care of Jack Jones via strikeout. No prettier way. And Justice Panton, the last and final hope now for the Bison. Hitting 9th tonight. We'd love to see the road end here for Gym City. You never like to see Derek Wood, leadoff hitter, come back in. As that one is going to be just on the outside edge of the zone. Ball 1. So Bison have now scored 2 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, and they are threatening again. And Richie about to open up that arsenal, trying to show him everything he can. The pitch to Justice. Fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. Gotta love the way the home crowd's getting into it here. They want to see this win. Would be a very convincing game 2. The pitch, swing and a miss. Cut on that one now. 1 strike to go. A 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on second still. Richie a strike away. So let's see what Richie's got up his sleeve. He readies the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a game. That's a ball game right there, folks. Dylan Ritchie comes in and takes care of business to retire the last 2 batters for the Bison through striking both of them out. And the Sasquatch take game 2, 8-6. Some very exciting ball played on both ends, defensively, offensively. The Squatch are looking good, folks. They have just won the series, and we hope that you're able to join us for game 3 as they look to sweep the Gym City Bison in convincing fashion. But what a night. 9:40 Mountain Time. We've just finished this one, a little over 3 hours, and we loved every minute of it. We had a lot for you, and we are so glad that you're here with us. As the Squatch take victory formation right on the mound, they head back after they capture their 7th win and the 2nd in a row. We hope for many more in that win column, and I'm sure we'll see it. The Squatch bats are hot, and they are having fun. We'll be right back with you in just a few moments as we are preparing for a post-game. We'll have some players in the booth kind of to talk over the performance of the 8-6 victory for the Squatch. So just give us just a few moments. We'll be right back with you. We hope you've been enjoying this game, because I know I have. It has been a great time. So glad that you've been here with us. I'm Win Andrews, voice of the Sasquatch. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes. Squatch win game 2. Welcome back with us here in this post-game interview with my friend Cam Hoyland. After an 8-6 victory, the Squatch have now won 2 in a row and taken the series at home against the Gem City Bison. As we prepare for Game 3 tomorrow and look into that weekend series with the Badlands Big Sticks, we just need to reflect on the absolute pitching performance. A heck of a job from the starter tonight. Cam Hoyland went 6 innings of 1-run ball, striking out 5. Very impressive performance from you tonight, Mr. Hoyland. We've obviously seen you in the booth. Long time no see. First off, we were actually here just yesterday in Game 1 talking about what you're wanting to see from your performance tonight. What are some things that you really did well tonight, things you wanted to improve on overall? Just give me a detailed insight of your night tonight.
Yeah, I felt that I did a pretty good job. I'd say the 4th inning was a little bit shaky. I felt like that was when I got a little tired, and then I had to really grind it out. I really had to dig deep, find some energy, had a few cups of Gatorade to get some sugar in me. But I felt that my slider was really good tonight, and we touched on that last night, and I said that that's usually the pitch that I make the mistake on, and I was able to execute it really well tonight. Unfortunately, I did not give the fans the beer. I was trying to, but we were not able to come through with that. But yeah, I felt like I threw a lot of good first pitch strikes and was able to execute a lot of my pitches.
That was a huge thing, was getting ahead for you. Those were the keys to the game, and attacking directly. That's exactly what you did. And not only just on the mound, you made some incredible plays, really relying on the defense around you. The Squatch defense tonight, especially in the early innings, was exceptional. Tell me a little more about that 1-6-3 double play that you turned earlier.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, like a few batters before that, too, a line drive was hit right past me, and I was like, oh, I cannot miss the next one. And I got my pitch, or I executed my pitch. He hit it right back to me, and I got it fielded cleanly, turned around, and Johnny was there for me. And that runner was quick, so I got a little nervous there, but he was able to make a beautiful play and get me out of that inning.
No one really talks about how difficult it is to really be able to turn on the mound and fire to second to try to turn that double play. Were you really nervous when you turned around? How do you feel in that situation?
Oh yeah, if I don't have a good pre-pitch, like knowing where I'm gonna go with it, if I get it, like bang bang, I will make an error, and I have in the past. And so communicate with Johnny beforehand, just tell him, hey, me and you, ball back to me. That was really big for me, and I was able to field it cleanly, turn around, slow it down, make a throw, get my feet set, and it worked out perfectly.
It was a great reaction by you, Cam. Just in general, how do you really look at this infield defense that surrounded you the entire night? How did that affect the way you pitched? Were you really more wanting to attack the zone, just knowing that the infield's got you?
They played stellar tonight. They made a lot of huge plays in big situations. Ivan made a great diving play, so did Johnny.
Almost turned that 5-4-3.
Yeah, that was awesome. And Bachman played stellar. Harry played good too. I mean, everybody played solid. Even the outfielders, they ran down balls and gaps and caught everything, and it gave me a lot of confidence in being able to trust that my defense is going to go out there and make plays no matter where I pitch the ball and where they put it in play. I know that they're going to make plays behind me, and it felt really good because I just felt like I had 8 guys behind me that I could trust.
Absolutely. We were just talking about it last night. This is your best start of the season. There is no doubt about it. You were dealing. How do you look at this and want to turn that momentum into your next few starts down the road? Because we do have a pretty busy schedule coming up, lots of back-to-back-to-back games. You're going to be working a lot, whether that be in right field or whether that be on the mound.
Yeah, I think for my next few starts, I just want to keep improving on staying in there and every inning working harder. That's a big thing I was telling myself, to work harder every inning. And that 4th inning, I kind of lulled a little bit, and I had to kick myself in the butt and get right back on it. And even when I'm starting to get tired, just using my whole body and staying in my legs, driving down the mound. That was a huge thing for me. That worked in the 5th and the 6th. That I tried to remind myself, and it worked out pretty well. And just trusting all my pitches and continuing to grow on it.
The life of a pitcher, I tell you what, it's always exciting. Cam, anything else you want to add to it for the people on the live stream watching you tonight?
Oh, I have to get a shout out. Hi, Marin. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, everybody.
Well, you see, I was actually going to be, this is honestly trademark at this point. He has to get the hi, Mom in. Hopefully, they're watching. Obviously, They knew you were going to be in the post game. 6 innings, 1-run ball. Hi, Mom. At this point, it's starting to become a normal thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, Cam, it's a pleasure to be with you as always. We'll be seeing you in the booth very soon to hear more of that analysis. Because, heck, if we do this again the day before your next start, we might have more magic like today.
Absolutely. And thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. We'll see you later.
Yep.
Great job tonight.
All right. Thank you.
So, as we tend to do on this broadcast, especially in the post-game interviews, we like to get more of a defensive analysis just at first. We got that with Cam Hoyland tonight. 6 innings, 1-run ball. Now we're here for the offensive side of everything. Now, do we recognize this man? anyone recognize him at all? This is second baseman Ryan Bachman, who had a great night tonight. 2 for 5. Those 2 hits, a double and a triple to bring in 2 runs. Quite the night for you, Ryan. How you feeling after tonight?
Good. I think it was just really good to kind of get out there and find some barrels early as a whole squad, too. I think putting up runs in numbers like that has been something we've been trying to do all year. And, you know, we still would like to see some more runs outside of just 2 innings. We want to be putting pressure on every inning. But, you know, I think if you can get a 5 spot and a 3 spot or whatever it was, like, that definitely helps. So, and, you know, even we were threatening in the last inning, too. So, I mean, just trying to put pressure every inning, make their pitchers work, and get deeper into bullpens. I think we've seen that the deeper you get into bullpens, the more runs you can score. So, yeah, it's just, I think it was a really good night as a whole squad. And, you know, we were aggressive when we needed to be. We did jobs when we needed to be. And I think it was a good job. Great night.
And that's kind of been the effect that we've had so far, being able to see early and often offensive scoring. In the last 2 games, y'all been able to fire back at a great rate, scoring runs all the way across, not just in that first and second inning stretch where that appeared to be sort of the issue in the beginning weeks of the season, where y'all were pretty silent for the remainder of the game. The last 2 games have been amazing. So how do you say your offense has kind of turned a point, being able just to work together as a team, because it was a team effort through and through. Very impressive game tonight. What do you think's kind of been the momentum shift?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just, like, we responded to their bigger inning tonight. Like, I think they scored a run or 2, and then we came back with the 5 spot. I think that's the biggest thing is, like, you know, yeah, we might get punched a little bit, but got to get back up and throw another one. So I think that's been a big kind of focal point for us. But like you said, I think just trying to not just have runs in the first couple innings and then have to hope our pitchers can keep us in a 2-0 ball game. Like, you know, our starting pitching has been amazing this year. Like, all those guys throw the heck out of the ball, but it's just
getting even better.
Absolutely.
Might we add.
Like, I mean, Cam was stellar tonight. He was just, everything was working. You know, bullpen arms came in, Gage did a good job just eliminating some innings, but, you know, he's been really good for us. And then, you know, Dylan came in at the end, and Dylan does what he does.
Shut the door, no doubt.
He is awesome. But I think taking a little bit of the pressure off those guys makes them even better. So, like, if we can, you know, when we're up 8-1, like, it's great to have us, you know, plays that makes us play easier as an offense, and also as the pitching staff, they can go out and throw with the lead. So
obviously the way you're talking about, outside of your amazing performance on the field tonight, the way you're speaking about these players really just kind of emphasizes and signifies that leadership role that you've taken. As a veteran on this team, being able to give back to the younger guys, especially the ones who are just now their first year with the Squatch. How have you embraced that role, and how do you continue to do so throughout the next few weeks as the season continues to go on?
I think it's just being trying to be a calming voice. You know, sometimes it can get quick, especially like for younger guys that haven't really played a whole lot at school, and the game can speed up on them. But, you know, I think just trying to be that kind of calming voice for everybody to just kind of be like, hey, we're going to be fine. Like, there's nothing to, this is the same game you've been playing since you were 2 years old or 3 years old or whatever. So it's just trying to be kind of that calming presence, and then, you know, also trying to lead by example as well. I think that's a big thing. You know, it's trying to play the game the right way, play it hard, and all gas, no brakes all the time. So I think that's the biggest thing, is trying to be calm but also lead by example.
Your doubles and triples tonight were obviously huge momentum shifts for the Sasquatch, and you are leading your team in OBP as well as batting average for this year. How have you been feeling at the plate? Tell us a little bit about your individual success.
Oh, I've been, you know, it's been a good year so far. I came into this trying to, you know, slug and, you know, hit some more extra base hits, but I think, you know, I'm trying to just kind of stay away from all that and just focus on having good at bats and finding the barrel, you know, trying to simplify everything. So I think that's been the biggest thing compared to last year. Like, last year the game sped up on me, like I was talking about that. Like, you know, I would get to where I'd be chasing in the dirt and, you know, doing all that stuff, getting myself in really bad situations. And I think this year I've been able to slow the game down and really just calm my mind down too, and just, you know, try to hit fastballs when they're there, and, you know, battle with 2 strikes, not strike out as much. But it's been good. It's been a year that I'm really happy with so far, and I just gotta, you know, hopefully I can keep, you know, having an impact on the team and driving in runs and getting on base. And, you know, I think you can see these last couple nights the offense is going to come along, you know, so just trying to keep getting on base for those guys, and we're gonna score some runs, I think, the rest of this year.
Been saying it all year. You just had to wait until that time comes.
Absolutely.
And it looks like we're breaking through right now.
That's the perfect time to do it, you know, just trying to get right and make a push in the second half. So
with that being said, last but not least, what do we expect going into Game 3 tomorrow for this offense? You know, these bats are hot, as well as the pitching staff. Everything's starting to come together at once. What do we expect for Game 3 as well as the weekend series with the big sticks?
Well, I think for Game 3, we really want the sweep. You know, we're hungry. We're going to come out and try to play a really good game tomorrow night. But also against the big sticks, I think they played really well against us the first time, and we want to show them that we're on the same team and, you know, go out and be really competitive and try to take a few. So, you know, they're a great team, but I think we're getting to be a really good team as well. We are a good team. So just trying to, you know, go out and build on this momentum in Game 3 and then take it into the weekend.
Absolutely. Anything else you'd like to add to the live stream, Ryan, before you head out?
I don't know, not too much. Just love Spearfish. Love everybody out here. Thanks for coming out, and come out this weekend.
A Spearfish Sasquatch natural here, Mr. Ryan Bachman. Heck of a performance tonight, and the team is looking good, sir.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you any longer. But that should be the play tonight should be enough. 8-6 in Game 2. Victory for the Sasquatch after a 7-2 win last night in Game 1. Squatch are looking for the sweep tomorrow at a 6:35 start time on the Thursday afternoon. Very excited for it. I'm telling you, folks, I've said it over and over and over again. When the time's right, it's right. The Squatch bats are coming together, both on offense and defense. It is looking good. Very promising. We hope to see you out tomorrow and as well as over the weekend series with the big sticks. It's going to be a great time, but for now, I'm coming to you live from Black Hills Energy Stadium. I am Win Andrews, your voice of the Sasquatch. It's been a fun night. The season is just starting. We'll be right back with you, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Everyone have a good night.